Hello, my darlings. It's I host Madam Tilly, and these are my friends. Ty Donis.
How are you, Miss Tilly?
Sensational. And yourself?
Oh, just uh been playing a lot of WoW, and right now I'm actually just running from Orgrimmar to Thunder Bluff on my little undead priest.
Sounds normal for you. Miss...
So yeah, just running around trying not to die in high level zones.
And then we have Miss Marakar and her custom giggle.
Hi.
Like a signature giggle so far.
I was going to say patent that shit.
TM it. Put a little TM at the end of that giggle. I
Giggle
swear.
TM.
There you go.
And
Cash in on the dollar reduce.
And Tito seems like I keep finding strays. Meet Asterisk.
Hello. How are we doing tonight?
Sensational, darling. And she's from the Pink Bitch Squad Twitch group.
Pink Bitch Squad, Archan, Funger Girls, former horror thoughts. I swear, Christ on a stick. I'm collecting a harem over here of other pretty VTubers to collaborate with, and it will no end in sight.
And it sounds like a collection of tags of groups you've worked with as well.
I have too many. They say you should probably keep an amount of teams as many fingers you can count in one hand. I need surgery to give me more fingers in that case.
I mean, if all those fails, use your toes as well.
No, I would do that, but I'm not going to show that on camera nor on stream, because one thing I've learned about this economy is you never show feet for free in this economy.
Exactly.
In this economy?
Exactly.
In this economy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Asterix is going to have so many organizations they're a part of. They're going to have all these keys and everything. They're going to hold a key ring and look like a high school janitor.
Yeah, I am astounded by the amount of feet lovers out there.
My key ring would be something resemblance of something like Kingdom Hearts. At the door to darkness, the door to heart, the door to that I don't know, the Tron Legacy world. Just have a janitor's keys of people of entryways.
You got the key to 7-Eleven?
Yeah, I only got Circle K.
Oh.
I'll accept this.
Okay.
This is acceptable.
Okay, you're like the second person to mention Wawa to me. I don't know what a Wawa is, and Wawa I thought that was bottom. I thought that was bottom speak. I get it. It's a convenience store, gas station convenience store. But I thought people would be saying Wawa to me as in, I'm sorry, use your fucking words and stop speaking to me in bottom, okay?
I didn't know what a Wawa was until like 3 years ago, because we just didn't have any in Florida.
I only learned about it because I got a friend of mine who lives in Philly, and she'll sing the praises of Wawa up there. Because apparently up there they're really good.
Yeah, I was in Ohio a couple weeks ago for a convention, and I saw Wawa, and I just kept saying to myself, Wawa, Wawa, Wawa. And they're just like, Lexi, are you okay? I'm like, it's a Wawa. I've read about these on forums. I've read about these in message boards. I didn't think they were real.
Yeah, I have someone on the West Coast. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
I mean, granted, I have something similar to that in Texas and New Mexico. We have something called Allsips, which is very popular down here.
I heard Texas. You want to talk about HEB?
The what? Who now?
You said Texas.
Wait, yeah, I live in Texas.
Yeah, you don't want to talk about HEB? You know, the thing that has been here longer for us than any other grocery chain?
I guess I don't know HEB.
You live in Texas and you don't know HEB? Harvey Edward Butt?
I live in the panhandle of Texas in a little small rural town, my dude.
Okay, but I apparently that is the blind side of Tejas. The blind side of Tejas is the panhandle.
I was about to say, if you want to talk big retail or big stores out of Texas, say the big ones, Whataburger and
Buc-ee's.
Yeah, I was just about to say Buc-ee's.
I'm sorry, you triggered the Texan in me for a second there. I'm like, it's HEB, the only grocery chain that matters in this fucking state.
Wait, you're Texan too?
Yeehaw, motherfucker!
Oh fucking hell! We'll have to fight. There could only be one.
Oh, trust me, I'll fight a bitch or two, and then if you want more, then I'll give you seconds. I'll throw you a little potion just so you can come at me again.
Bold of you to assume that you would win.
I know I know what I have on me. Okay, I know what I have on me. I have no doubt in my ability to take down a person or two. I can take on 5 guys, as the saying goes.
Phrasing.
In a fight, right?
In a fight, right?
Stay silent the whole time in a fight, right?
Silent smile.
That's the first time we've ever been able to use that meme unironically.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. How's that Warcraft Rumble?
Warcraft Rumble?
Yeah.
Oh, the mobile game. I mean, it's okay. I only did a little bit of it. I mean, it's basically kind of like a card game, but instead of cards, you have like the little statues, and you put them in a lane, and they just walk up and fight anything on their way, and you have to kind of send little kobolds, which are little rat dudes that have a candle on their head, to go mine gold. And you basically have to make your dudes march to the end of the lane and beat up the boss.
I'm fighting so hard to not make the kobold voice.
No take candle.
You're not that candle.
They're schizo little rat people who wear candles on their head, and they're mainly subterranean.
Yeah, they're a race of mining creatures.
They're just as bad as murlocs.
Oh, I used to be able to make the murloc sound. I don't even know if my tongue can do that anymore. Yeah.
But no, I mean it's okay. It's not bad, but if you're a big Warcraft fan, you'll definitely see a lot of name drops in that game.
Makes sense.
But I mean, if you just play it for free, like 5 minutes at a time on your phone or something, I mean, it's not a bad little time killer. I mean, it's just I just played it just a little bit because if you finish the first zone, you'll get the little gnome girl who's our mascot as a battle pet in retail WoW.
Okay.
Huh?
Alrighty. So, anyways, on to the main topic of this episode.
Yeah.
We're just gonna go over the games that came out this year and discuss basically the highs and lows of 2024's gaming scene. Not sure if it'll top 2023's. 23 was insane.
Yeah.
23 was a good year for games.
Yeah.
I kind of already have an idea for how I feel about 2024 in games, and as a whole, I feel it's the same thing you felt with any sort of remaster or remake of any kind. It's the same thing as last year. We're just rebundling it and repackaging it again and regurgitating it and having you pay full price again and calling it a full game.
I mean, I
Yeah, the
remember
full price of nostalgia.
I remember Heavenly Father talking about it was like, I think it was COD or something. Buy this shit. It's the same shit we made last year, but we changed a couple shit.
Yeah, there's now C5 instead of C4.
Did you know that your shit gun now comes with a bell and a whistle this time, and you don't have to pay for the DLC? You just gotta pay the full price for admission. And did you know you can also get shit skin? But the thing is, you need to put in at least 80 hours in order to unlock said skin.
And then
asterisk bell and whistle in gacha pull.
The fact that some of y'all over the past 4 years, going 5 years now, are willing to spend your hard-earned cash on cosmetics, and I said to myself, it can't get any worse than this. And then Infinite Nikki came out, and now we're actually paying for fucking cosmetics. I was exaggerating at first. No, we're now paying for just dresses and bows and accessories and shit. But my god, does everyone look so fucking pretty? And then they give you the opportunity. They give you the opportunity to unlock 4 out of 5, or like a majority of the full outfit, only for your dumbass to gamble away and gotcha your way to get the completed outfit.
Like, I don't mind paying for cosmetics as long as it doesn't affect as long as there's no power creep. I don't care. But the gacha mechanic is something I'm not a fan of.
Well, did you hear in Fortnite? People do not want to use the Futurama skins because certain builds will affect your hit point because your head's bigger. Your head is fatter than a normal character. So you are a walking target, and that's why people don't want to use those skins anymore.
The only thing I know about Fortnite is how they butchered my boy Leatherface.
How they butchered many characters.
Well, they made Leatherface's
Yeah.
mask look more like a burlap sack than an actual flesh mask. And
Mhm.
I'm like, that was Jason Voorhees in Act 2 or Part 2 and 3 and halfway through 3, not Leatherface.
Do you feel like they might be redeemed when they're in Dead by Daylight?
Oh, I already have Leatherface in Dead by Daylight.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you get them for you get the horror character for the horror game. No problems there. You get them in Fortnite, and now I get headshot by Vegeta, Slim Shady, and John Wick, and they're hitting the gritty.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons I don't play Fortnite. I can't keep up with the Zoomer humor and everything.
I just play Bunny and Penny because giant thick girl in a bunny suit.
I mean,
sometimes that's all you need. You just need a bunny girl. You just need a bunny girl. That's all we fucking need. Look, listen.
I mean, I'm right here. Too. I mean, we both are, aren't we?
yeah. Technically, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I mean, technically,
2025.
Y'all are both following other category of rodent, so I mean, technically.
I'm technically a fairy, but Puka like to take on the form of woodland creatures.
Look, 2025 can be improved easily. We just need we need bunny girl skins for everything. That's all we need.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll take dragon girls.
That's hot. That's hot.
I said what I said. I'll die on this hill.
I know. We've talked at length about your love of skatelies.
What's wrong? Well, you say you gotta die on this hill? More not gonna get roasted on this hill.
Fair.
All right.
Hello?
So, I put the list here in case you all want to follow along. Let's skip over to the January to March section. Let's see. What's the first big thing here? It was Prince of Persia: Lost Crown. That was hit and miss for a lot of people. I think a lot of us were just happy to see Prince of Persia back.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like in order for the game to do well, it needs to find a way to improve itself and reintroduce itself to a new generation of gamers. Otherwise, it's just more pandering for older audiences, which I'm not to say isn't a bad thing, but you're really pushing on that nostalgia factor and really and heavier on the pandering to make it work.
Yep. Like, some pandering is good, but there is a line where it's just like when you lean too far one way or the other, and I'm just like, okay. It's like, yeah, you're gonna try to pander to the new group that might not even just not that has the ADHD or has the attention span of a fucking mosquito, and not make anything, or you might lean too hard to the the loyal fan base, and yeah, they'll shill, but I mean, some of them are going to be like, okay, now I've been playing this game for I don't know how many years now, and it's I can't do it anymore.
Hold on, I just realized we're talking about the Sands of Time, the one that's due for 2026, right?
No, we're talking 2024.
No.
And The Lost Crown came out very early 2024.
Womp. I did not do my homework on that one.
That's okay. It's on the wiki. They did it for you.
I'm about to say, where are we starting out of the wiki on the
January, March.
Yeah, just scroll over to game release and click on January, March, and we'll just go from there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's if you'll follow along. If not, I'll name them up. And shame, within the same year, the dev team got shot up by Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Kelly knows my stance on that damn company.
Yeah.
I think I generalize everyone's stance on that company.
Let it burn.
They're already doing it themselves. They can conflagrate just fine.
Well, why do you think I'm sitting on the shore with the fucking popcorn and the meat? I'm waiting for the show to start.
I know very few Ubi defenders, like the only ones who are like employed by by the Ubisoft sponsorship program.
That's when you just they email you. We would like to sponsor you to stream. Would you stream this? And you just reply, "Are you okay? Do you need to talk?"
Do you need a hug? Because you're not getting it from me.
Oh no, God, no.
They almost gave me a contract.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Oh, yeah, there were quite a few things that came out nice.
We're playing Assassin's Creed today. Tomorrow we're streaming more Assassin's Creed. It's just,
That's forever.
yeah. It's kind of limited library there because I don't really care for like half your IPs.
Yeah.
It'd be like that.
Oh yeah.
Far Cry, Assassin's Creed, Watch Dogs, and maybe some other throwback titles like Prince of Persia, Medieval, and that's about it.
The only Far Cry game I played that I loved was Far Cry Primal.
Let's see. I think only like 5 and 6 really appeal to me, but some of the other side ones are looking good, like what New Dawn and Blood Dragon. But
God, it's an older one. Yeah, was Primal the one that was like the just kind of like the mini one?
No.
Oh, the Caveman. Okay. Yeah, the only one I've properly played was the Far Cry. It was like a mini game, like a miniature version of the game that they made, but it was like super popular on I think 360. The kind of cyberpunky one.
Oh, okay, so
Fuck, what was that?
Blood Dragon.
Yeah, Blood Dragon.
Yeah.
You are welcome.
Like my roommate, he loved 5, and we were just laughing our asses off when he was playing it. Like that one was just over the top, and I'm like, okay, this is actually kind of entertaining because it has its serious moments, but there and again there are the times that are just like over the wall, just pure goofy insanity, and I'm like, okay, this is a good mix of serious and fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but then going on from there, speaking of pandering, Last of Us 2 remaster. The game's not even 4 years old.
Yeah, I don't know why some of these games need a remastering. Like
I don't.
They don't. They really fucking don't. Look. I fell for it when I was younger, and I own 3 copies of Final Fantasy X-2. 3 copies. I have the original for the PlayStation, for the PS2 for growing up. I bought them for the PS3, only to buy them again for the goddamn PS4. And now y'all expect me to do it another time?
You got the PC version?
Never again.
Of course, never again. Never again. I listen. I love Titus's goofy ass laugh, but I'm not gonna sustain myself to paying $60-$70 again for the same shit.
I wouldn't begrudge you a bit.
Yeah,
but that being said, it's the same thing with The Last of Us. I don't understand why this game. This is a remaster for a game that doesn't need a remaster for something that's less than 5 years old. On top of that, I'll be the first one to say it. I don't care for the PS5. Where's your original IPs? Where's your original IPs, y'all?
They're
Sony.
in ad spots.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just an expensive paperweight. Yeah. Like the only remaster I think I played this year was Metroid Prime Remastered, and it's like, okay, that's 22 years old.
That's fair. That can be.
That's valid.
A game that's over, I would say, that would be that can be qualified for a remaster, 15 years old.
Yeah, 15 or older.
That's how we got Persona 3 Reloaded December of last year. And I never felt so fucking old in my life of like, oh yeah, I was in high school when this game came out. Now let me play it again. And someone sent me this meme of that one dude that's smoking up in a college dorm from Smiling
Hi,
Faces.
fellow kids.
No, that's a good one. But they always all like, dude, what the fuck? Why are you here, man? You're so old. Where's your wife? Go back to your family, dude.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, I'm definitely seeing a couple other games from January this year that, those are pretty big when they splashed down, obviously following in their chains of of story stuff, of Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, and Tekken 8, following their legacies.
Oh yeah, I mean legacy titles.
Yeah.
not so much anymore that I've noticed, but sometimes them legacy titles will come out swinging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
And
don't
No,
forget
they definitely did.
don't forget to get a copy of Final Fantasy X on Vita. You need to play on the go.
Oh, of course, the Vita. Yes, yes, yes. Did you also want? The Vita was a good opportunity. It's too bad they couldn't get it for the PSP.
Yeah.
At least they got it for the Vita. That
I mean,
precious,
Don't worry.
precious console.
Don't worry. Sony's thinking of making another handheld for some reason.
I love the Vita. I thought it was a nice little console, personally.
I think it could have done better if it was just marketed a bit differently. But I have poured
definitely.
I think I poured so much money, time, and investment into my PSP that is my golden child, and I don't care if it's obsolete. It is my baby. I have fond memories of playing Crisis Core and watching movies in that stupid UMD format.
I mean, fair.
I was thinking like I want to collect movies someday, but mostly I want to collect Laserdisc and UMD. I'm like, wait, the really big one and the really little one. For some reason.
Just because.
Your regular disc mid, yeah, just yeah. And so Last of Us, I mean, Abby's hot and all, but just port it. Just like you could just release it like a PS5 update, patch, or something.
Yeah.
Or like something.
It didn't need to be its own separate release.
Well, they can't. Tilly, they can't do that. That would make sense.
That would make them less money.
They're already rich.
Corporations. Yeah, they want more. They always want more.
I mean, some of these dev companies, they ain't rich no more. A lot of them are fucking stock prices are free falling now.
Do you guys recall how Riot laid off like 500 members of their staff earlier this year?
Yeah, we talked about that. On the news.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, speaking of 2024, real quick, me too had to watch a shitload of fucking like game release specials, over directs and stuff. I think it was the month of May or June where it was 10.
Yeah. We were busy.
Yeah, there was the LBGT game awards or direct, and there was the Women in Games, the Cozy Games. There was then the Ubisoft, the Capcom, the Square, Sony, Xbox Indie, Nintendo. We were so fucking exhausted just watching trailers.
I love watching trailers because every now and again you'll find just an absolute gem of a game.
Yeah.
But the problem is, half the time you got to dig through layers and layers of shit to find the diamond.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With all these award shows going on, I was my YouTube recommended me the Video Game Awards from 2005, 2006, and I forgot how much of a different time it was looking at video game award shows on television, on cable television, because they not only were aside from the misogyny, I kind of forgot that they were all owned by EA. So who won Video Game of the Year 2005 at the VGAs? Madden.
I was gonna say, yeah.
And when you pay for the venue,
when you're paying for the venue, and David Spade doesn't want to be on camera for longer than 10 minutes, he came in, he did his job, and then someone else was hosting the rest of the show.
Yep.
But I compare that to the game shows of today, and I get that they're more formal and more professional looking, and I get that. That's awesome. I think that's great. It's also kind of boring.
A little bit.
A
lot of these
the host always lies.
There's no personality to these award shows anymore. Because at least beside the misogyny, back in the day, at least we had Tenacious D. We had Tenacious D perform at the Video Game Awards. At least we had, the community, and actually had a fucking personality. Other than it just kind of just ongoing.
You just reminded me of watching BlizzCon back in the day.
Okay.
The older BlizzCon, not the new ones, not the current ones, the older ones.
Yeah.
We had Ozzy on stage and everything, and every year the Tauren Chieftains would play, and it was
Oh, go on first.
I still remember the Spike Video Game Awards and everything, and I would tune in every year. And
G4 TV.
Yeah.
Good old days.
I was tempted to just watch all the reward shows and reflect on it, but So
I wouldn't wish
because some of them were
Please
damn
love
good,
yourself.
good presentations. Some not so much.
Yeah.
First day of like 2023, like last year's, I thought it was one of the worst ones, but I thought it was like my favorite trailers. So it's like they all got some give and take here. But
Yeah, there's definitely give and take on these trailers, but some of them they're more take than give.
Yeah. Yeah, probably the highlight of the video game awards this year was Statler and Waldorf.
Oh, definitely. And that one guy on the orchestra.
Oh yeah, that one wind
That-
instrument guy who was just swapping every few seconds to a new instrument
Absolutely.
and losing his shit.
Give that man an award. He
Yeah,
deserved it.
most enthusiastic performance.
And then let's see here. Yeah, like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. It's always nice to get a nice melee Yakuza game.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Good shit. I'm like so far behind Yakuza. I think Yakuza is just
Same.
I know it's just like it's a journey essentially because like
Mhm.
they do that. They're like probably the one series that like actually you got to play from the first game. You can't just jump into Yakuza 5. It's like a different story. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to play from point 1 or 0 actually.
Go all the way through it.
And me and Tio talked
And-
about this. Go on, Makara.
I was saying, luckily, you can kind of start from the beginning of the like a Dragon series because again, we're going with a separate character,
New
separate
arc.
story,
Yeah.
and if I remember correctly, Infinite Wealth is the feudal Japan like time swap.
Nay.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Oh, it's not.
No.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Which one was this?
That was like a Dragon Ishii.
Oh,
Infinite
Ishii. I'm
Wealth
thinking
is-
Ishii. Yeah.
Yeah, Infinite Wealth was the one that took place after like
The
a
first
Dragon.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and Tio talked about this though, because normally having to play a game in particular order is like kind of frowned upon, especially if, like you just having to pick up a Yakuza 4 at a Walmart or something. Like this is your first Yakuza game, and you could be lost. But I think Yakuza does, or at least Sega does a lot of like what's this? It's like user friendly practices, because every time they release a new one, the other ones get a little cheaper. Or they'll still bundle them, or you just buy them all in Xbox Game Pass. Whereas if you want to play like the Final Fantasy VII Trilogy, the first game is still $60-$70, and it came out before the new Yakuza or something. Or no, it came out after Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Yeah, it came out shortly after Like a Dragon, I believe.
So basically, Like a Dragon should be the more expensive game, but no. Yeah, it's $20 now, whereas Final Fantasy VII Remake 1 is still $65.
I mean, my hats off to Sega for that. Yeah. If that's Sega's call, if that is, hats off to them because like we were talking about, that is damn good. User friendly.
Yeah. Let's see here. Then I don't really play the series, but one of my favorite thumbnails that I made here. Good old Tekken 8.
Yeah.
Make a Waffle House, man. Arena, please.
We were laughing our asses off whenever Tilly was explaining it to me that the creator was a little bit confused why everybody was wanting a Waffle House.
Yeah.
And then me and Tilly are like, you've clearly never been to a Waffle House at 3 a.m. drunk out of your absolute mind.
Yeah.
I was like, anyone outside of the U.S. will not know what a Waffle House is. It's a very American thing.
They just bring the developers, bring a few team members to a Waffle House. I don't care where in the U.S. Just bring them to a Waffle House at like after midnight. It's like if you guys just hopped off the plane, let's get you some food. Let's go to a Waffle House, and you're gonna get yourself a dinner and a show.
Yeah.
Oh no, you got to take them to Florida because if you're lucky, you might they might run into Florida Man down there.
Oh, there's one that comes to my mind all the time.
I encountered plenty of Ohio mythos when I was in Cincinnati and Columbus.
But Waffle House, they teach your like waitresses how to counter moves and stuff, in their training.
Yeah. Yeah, the Waffle House waitresses, they don't fuck around. If you fuck around, you will find out.
If the line cook isn't a chain smoker, then I don't want to eat there.
Yes.
Yep, and you just toss us the best counter, the best counter in Waffle House history, as far as we know. There's more instances like this that just aren't on camera. You just have to be there.
Exactly.
And caramel on waffles.
I mean, there's not much better than a 50-year-old woman named Gladys serving you pancakes when you're hungover. You're like, and you take the pancakes. You go, here you go, darling. These will fix you right up.
The Southern hospitality at a Waffle House, at least in Louisiana or Texas, makes me feel a little bit more alive every day.
I feel like there might be hope for the universe in there.
There's hope, there's no hope inside the building, but there's definitely something in these waffles.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
And then we got another Final Fantasy character go to Tekken. That's neat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What was his name?
Clive.
Clive. Yeah.
Clive, yeah.
From 16, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the joke used to be like, wow, they when it came to Noctis, like, oh, they gave a freaking Tekken character his own Final Fantasy game.
Right.
I honestly wish I had more to add to Tekken in most fighting games, but my problem is I get tilted. When I was young, I broke so many 360 controllers. When it came to Dead or Alive and just other fighting games. Because of that reason, I swore off, like, I am not streaming fighting games. I will get tilted. I will absolutely I'll be very unapologetic.
What are those games? What are those games that you won't play? And when are you going to play them on stream so I can tune in and watch?
Maybe Guilty Gear. Maybe the new Guilty Gear game in the coming years. I have to. It's Bridget.
Yeah, I know. It's Bridget. We stand Bridget.
It's the same. It's the same way how it's the same. Well, what's her name? Paracelsus and what's her name? The girl with the giant key that's wielding her husband. Ada and Paracelsus. Oh God, I don't know what it is. Something about turning your man into a key and flinging him around as your weapon of destruction. I don't know. That's just kind of hot. I don't want the rest of this. I want that specifically. I want that.
I want that kind of love.
Ever since I saw Valkyrie Drive, I can't look at people weapons again the same.
Mm-hmm.
Ever heard of this anime?
I might have heard of it once upon a time, but
yeah.
So it kind of started with Soul Eater, where one teammates turns into a weapon for the other to wield. Well, Valkyrie Drive is usually between two ladies, and in order for the weapon one to transform, she has to orgasm. So basically, they make out a finger bang on the spot in public before they battle.
Oh my!
Yeah.
What was this called again? I need to do research.
It's called Valkyrie Drive. Valkyrie Drive
Noted.
I believe.
I have to do research.
Oh dear.
I am a man of science. I'll have you know.
And there's a video game. Before that, though, as we mentioned earlier, Persona 3 got reloaded.
Yep.
Persona did get reloaded, and let me just say it was a wonderful time. I didn't. It wasn't. They didn't make. First of all, the music. The music is what really got to me. I love the remixes. I love that they brought back some of the original voice cast. Not as to play their original characters, because it's been like 15 years. So instead, they play some of the minor characters in the school, and I think that was a step in the right direction.
Exactly.
I do. It did make me feel a little nostalgic, and I maybe fall in love with Lotus Juice again and his music. But overall, I'm speaking as somebody who hasn't played it, because as a broke ass bitch in this economy, I only got to just watch my friends play it, and then I'm like, can I have a try? I do hope to own the game this year, but honestly, from the little bits I played here and there, it was definitely a well received recreation.
Exactly. Yeah.
My
and
only
some tasteful updates too.
My only interaction with it is when I would pop into Tilly's stream and be in the voice call with her every now and again when she was in it, and it looked cool. I mean, granted, I never played any of the Persona games. My first introduction to them was watching my roommate play Persona 5. And I was like, okay, the music in this is a fucking banger.
Oh yeah, Five's music and 5 Reload's music especially is fucking divine.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I was at the right. I think I was just at the right time and the right place when P3 first came out, because back in my day, they still put the Shin Megami Tensei logo on the title of the game.
Yeah. Yeah, I think 3 was the last one to have it, right? 4 didn't.
Four actually.
Oh, 4 did? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking at
It's been 84 years.
I'm looking at the list, and there's one game that I will just continue to laugh at until
I was gonna say it. I see that on just below Persona 3 Reload. Yeah.
I will laugh at that failure to the end of time.
Oh, Warner Bros.
We were talking about this pretty much like every other week, every month on the podcast, the news, because it
Like
just
Mhm.
kept producing failures.
It was like,
I actually I laughed about that during one of my streams. I think I saw the game on sale for like $3.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I remember the story of this particular phone. Now, I remember this one, Tito.
let me see.
So basically, the news story was that because when it started failing like crazy, and it was just down to like, okay, only a couple people working on the game. Basically, at Ubisoft, no, not Ubisoft. What was it?
Warner Bros.
the Warner
Entertainment?
Bros. Yeah.
Yeah, Warner Brothers.
Basically, it was considered a punishment to be developing on Suicide Squad. So
No.
That does not surprise
essentially,
me.
yeah, like, hey, your numbers are kind of low. So how about we put you on the Suicide Squad team for a few months? You know?
Yeah. Go kill the Justice League.
Yeah.
Get that drive back up, champ.
3 months in Gulag, go.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing a game two ones below that, which is I have had a lot of fun, but I've had a lot of people have had a lot of beef with this game as well. Helldivers 2.
Yeah. I mean, understandably, because Sony has hamstrung it in ways and tried to ruin it, and it's like, Sony, don't be greedy.
I'd like to quickly slide in real quick. The game between Foam Stars, the game I did get.
Yes.
Like I want to play this.
I was going to talk on that too.
But it's like console only.
Yeah, it's like it's console only, which sucks.
And you have to pay for it too. So kind of.
Yeah, you have to pay for it too. Yeah, and it was so, like Square Enix and Sony's attempt to cash in on that sweet Splatoon money. But it looks really good. I wish it was on PC.
I mean,
I have a PS4, but
when we saw the trailer, we were like, okay, this could be interesting, and then we saw PlayStation only, and we're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, I've watched some streamers play it and like in VTubers and stuff, and it's like the game looks absolutely gorgeous and amazing. It's just I don't turn on my consoles very often. I have a capture card, but I just don't like to.
Yeah,
I have this super powered computer.
I used to fully rely on capture cards myself, and now it's hard to go back.
Yeah.
And so what did I say? But yeah, Phone Star, it's like, okay, either make it free to play if it's gonna be console only, or I'll pay for it if you bring it to PC.
Bring it to PC. Take my fucking money.
Yeah, like no wonder it didn't last a year because it's also getting shut down.
Like I have kind of a mixed feelings about console exclusivity. Like I remember, and Tilly knows, like I've explained this to her because I watch Pirate Software as much as I can.
Nice.
He's just good bean all around.
Oh, for sure.
But he pitched the point or someone in his chat was asking about console exclusivity, and he's like, he stands for it mainly because Lehman, get down. Sorry, every now and again my cat jumps on my desk. But he's saying if a game is a console exclusive, it won't be sometimes it won't be there forever, and if it does bridge the gap to the other consoles, any bugs or breaks or game breaking glitches that are in the game that are in the console exclusive version of it, by the time they come to get ported over, all those are ironed out.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it's a double-edged sword. Yeah, you're gonna not make as much money because you're not you're not going going for the whole lot.
You're not going for all markets.
But at the same time, if it's a very popular game and it gets a lot of eyes on it for good reasons and everything, then yeah, the game's gonna a lot 9 times out of 10, the game's gonna be taken care of. Bugs will be found and patched out. Anything wrong with the game will be found and kind of iron smooth. And then if it does come to Xbox or Switch or the PC market, all those bugs and everything are gone. You don't even have to worry about them, and you get basically the best version of that game.
Hmm.
So, like I said,
Sometimes.
it's a catch-22 on that.
Let's go until Dawn
Mhm.
Remastered.
Unless you
I
what?
was,
Let's go until Dawn Remastered. We'll cover that one later. But
I would say, or like Demon X Machina coming to PC, there were a lot of bugs initially.
but I'm gonna
Yeah.
go pee while you gush over Helldivers.
Yeah. Like Mara said, Helldivers, Sony was trying. I feel like they were trying their best to kill it because it didn't want to work, or they were.
Nah, they wanted
they-
to maximize their money and didn't think about the global reach that it had. Because again, why think of that when there's money?
And
Yeah.
and they got because there's the sign-in thing that you had to be signed into PlayStation Network.
Mhm.
After that whole thing finally dropped, 177 countries were basically banned for playing it because they didn't have Sony support. And I do remember whenever the news came out that they put 5 countries back in the market. I was like, okay, that's a step in the right direction. I mean, if you got to do, every country bit by bit, that's fine. You know, it sucks for everybody, but I mean, y'all are taking steps to remedy the issue. The problem is after that, after those first 5 or 6, I can't
Nah,
remember.
they've not done any sense.
Yeah, no other countries have been allowed to play it. Hell, you couldn't even play it in Vatican City, so the Pope can't hell dive no more.
Damn, the Pope can no
Womp
longer hell
womp.
dive. That's preventing him. That's just preventing the man from doing his job. What the fuck?
Right? I mean, if anybody's gonna hell dive, it's got to be the Pope, right?
But I wonder who his squad is gonna be. I imagine it's gotta be some Americans gotta be on his team at least.
No, I think it would be funny if it was the different figureheads of all the different religions,
Oh my god.
like a rabbi, someone from Islam, and then someone from like a
Fucking
Tao
Dalai
Buddhist.
Lama.
It's just like different figureheads from different religions hell diving. Oh gods, I need that conversation in my life now.
I mean, I'm already wary of the Catholic Church right now because they're trying to make like a little VTuber mascot type thing, and
I
I don't.
saw that.
It's not a V. I mean, it's not a VTuber. Okay,
It's a mascot. Yeah, you're right.
I'll be real with you. I'll be real with you. I understand. I understand where they're going, where they're coming from with this concept, because the purpose of it, the purpose of its origin, is the fact that people do not see religion the same way as they did. Primarily Catholicism and Christianity. They don't see it as the same way as they did for decades. So they wish they could be almost admired as liked, like these cute anime figurines. Not necessarily in the way that like other figurines are made and established, but more so in the sense is like I like to think that the fact that I have relatives and my little baby cousins they're more attached to their anime game, to the anime characters in games, than they are to their religion. And it's almost as if it's like, damn, I wish we were cool like anime. Like the Catholic Church is like, I wish we were cool like anime. So someone, I like to imagine whoever. Who
There's
designed
just
it again?
some weeby cardinal. I don't remember who.
Well, okay, but like for just take this for example. Let's just that there's a weeby cardinal at the Vatican, and it's just all like, I have some extended family. They showed me anime. I don't really like it all that much, but I can understand the appeal. And then you see him just sketching away, and it's like, wouldn't it be cool if this character was just a representation for the Catholic Church? And then it's like, well, it's cute and it's innocent, and I think I actually kind of like it. I think it's kind of fun. Is it gonna blow up? It blew up in popularity for a bit. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but I just like to think that when my family goes back to the to the Vatican, and there's probably there's gonna be gift shops outside the Vatican and stuff. There's gonna be a major anime pop up event of Luca, and it's just like
that hurts me so much myself, but my own history.
If you look in the chat, I found those a couple.
No, turning him into a battle sister.
Damn.
Like I saw one where I was told it was a girl, but
It's a boy.
oh, okay. But I saw one where he's with he has his little raincoat and his little two-pronged
Yeah.
staff, and he's taking up a fucking martial arts stance against Dracula from from Castlevania, and he's like,
Oh,
"Come
no,
at
it
me!
is a girl.
I have the
Thought
power of
so.
God and anime on
Okay.
my side." And then,
Yes, that one.
and it was
Yeah.
like Dracula was like, "Whose sassy lost child is this?"
Okay, yeah. Lusa is a girl.
Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah,
So you're both right. Yeah.
So yeah, I was I laughed whenever she got discovered by the 40K community, got turned into a sister of battle.
Yeah. Good grief.
So are we still talking about Helldivers?
We're
We've gone on to the Vatican's anime mascot.
Yeah.
But yeah, Helldivers, good game for a lot of ups and
Mhm.
downs, and
Yeah.
but seems like they won like one of the Game of the Year awards. So
You know,
Awesome, good for them.
I'm also I haven't touched the game in a hot minute, but I have seen people stream it as even as I rated out to someone last night that was playing it, and it's honestly I'm glad the community there's still a community for it. There's someone in my community that was begging me for a Helldivers community night, but I haven't really seen anybody else show the same enthusiasm, unfortunately.
Yeah,
for
that's
me,
fair.
I'll basically I'll install it if anyone wants to play it together. But for now, it's a little hard for me to get to because it's repetitive as fuck.
Oh, definitely. Like
Yeah.
Mhm.
the difficulties do make it a little bit more fun, and now with the Illuminate coming in, it does.
It looks like a whole new game.
It does.
I
It
was
does.
saying, we
But
have cars now that drive super fucking jank.
oh yeah, no, the cars, especially in the fucking snow.
Oh man, you thought driving in GTA 5 was bad, or like GTA San Andreas?
I think my favorite. I think my worst. I think the worst for me when it came to the game was just the cross-platform play was just super fucking buggy because
Yeah.
one of my best friends would play on what was it on on PlayStation, and I'm just like, okay, we were gonna make this work, and I remember spending at least 30 if not 45 minutes of my stream trying to get in the same fight with the battle as them, and then only for someone last minute, some rando to pop in like, "Hi, hello, fellow teammates. Oh God, not you. We got 3 of the 4, not 4." So we all have to just abandon ship, and it felt really bad for that one dude.
No.
I mean, I can't say. I mean, I could go on about it, but I get a little bit of hate from some of the morons whenever I do play Helldivers with them because I have adopted a pure flame build.
That would do it a bit.
and now I'm running around as a member of the Hellgast using flame weapons, and I was like, if I really wanted to ham this up, I need to get the chemical, or I need to finish the chemical war bond, and just go
So
full.
that's nature. He is the stinkiest boy.
Like, yeah, if I wanted to go full ham, I need to finish the gas war bond, and I was like, I could really be a true son of Helgan.
Oh dear.
I'm still a little mad that it's their 20th anniversary for Hellgas or Killzone, and that's all we got was the Helldivers collab. And I'm like, you could have, did a remaster on all 3 of the Killzone games, and
Yeah.
you made that community really happy. But now we got fuck all.
Yeah.
It's the game industry. We can't make everyone happy, or for
True.
that matter, we can't make majority of people happy.
Yeah. That's not how profit is made.
The irony is that this is meant to be an entertainment company. You know, we're here to make games for fun, and then it's like, you mean profit? Games for fun, profit, profit, songs.
It's kind of a damn shame watching the game community go down the shitter like it has been the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Best game. Want to play Banisher's Ghost of New Eden. That was a pretty good narrative game. With some people of color representation in it. And let's see here. Oh, the Tomb Raider 1 for free remasters came out. I know a couple hardcore Tomb Raiders are really into it. Yeah, it's like I cannot play the classic Tomb Raiders that saved my life. I just suck out too much.
Mm-hmm.
The stiff ass controls and very precise timing you need. Like
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not skilled. Yeah, like the newer
That's
ones are
fair.
more my play style. I don't suck at.
Here's another game we could laugh at, Tilly. Skull and Bones.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that was. I
Okay.
mean, like, it
Uh,
felt like it came out in the summer.
I
But
don't.
Right.
I don't recall this game. What is this?
It was basically Ubisoft's attempt to try to capture the lightning in the bottle that was
Oh my god! No, I just
in AC4.
wasn't this supposed to be their attempt at a 5A game? Is that what they called it? A 4A 5A game?
yeah,
it's like 4A.
It was
I-
supposed to be the first quadruple A game ever developed, and I was like, and it had the quadruple A price, but it didn't make that money.
It didn't even make
And-
1A.
Yeah,
yeah.
like I've seen indie games perform better than this.
Maybe
For
Speaking
real.
of, the one right below it. Oh, true.
Yeah.
I remember when, oh god, me and Tilly quit halfway through our Ubisoft trailer thing because we were like, do we really want to do this to ourselves? No. Okay,
Nah.
let's fuck off to another company then.
Yeah. But yeah, Skull and Bones, like, what the fuck? I mean, like, I thought, Sea of Thieves, when it first opened was a little embarrassing, but damn.
Oh no,
Yeah.
they have definitely that one is like
Oh, I know it is now, but it's like day one. I was there day one. And
Day one
it
was rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
guy where it definitely made a comeback.
Yeah.
And Sea of Thieves, I still praise it. It's a lot of fun.
Mhm.
But I would say a Balatro, though. It's like, now I can't just say a Balatro with Gambit, so it's every time I think of Balatro, I just think of Gambit now with that thick ass Cajun accent.
Right.
Yeah. And I said, what's up, dog?
Like that one just came out of nowhere, and I mean,
Yeah.
that guy, and it's sad what what the Peggy service had to do to him, but
Yeah.
Yeah. Though he's taking it relatively in stride because like
Yeah.
he doesn't care about getting the tag. He's more annoyed at the games that have like genuine gambling
yep.
that are or like 3+. It's like no, yeah. I'm glad he's standing up on that because like that's good.
I mean, at least for lack of a better word phrasing, at least he took it on the chin and he rolled with the punch pretty well.
Oh, exactly.
So,
yeah.
I mean, kudos to him.
Yeah, he's still clapping back at Peggy, which is good because Peggy's corrupt. I mean, surprise, surprise. In this day and age.
Saw that coming.
Yeah. Right.
I think it's just like Peggy's just like, they're not used to hearing success and then seeing indie. Like, what? Like, what do you mean you're only one guy? You don't have a couple $1 million for development
Yeah.
costs?
Yeah, to pay our bribe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll come back to bite them eventually.
Was the front door unlocked? How'd you get in here? Yeah. Yes.
Who are you again?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh man, let's see.
You're in the wrong tax bracket, son.
Yeah. Oh, I've
Jesus.
gotten that fucking insult before.
Ugh.
I God, I do remember when
That's
you.
just too real.
No. I still remember Tilly telling me this story.
What?
About whenever you're talking to these guys, and one of them said, "You don't seem that, or you weren't that gay or gay enough or something." How did? Oh God, is that?
Oh, is this about the fashion?
Yes.
Oh, so yeah, because I was it was like a few nights ago. It was on the Christmas stream actually. Where I was like some people were talking like new streamers like don't even have panels yet and stuff like that, and they're kind of like more like what's going on stuff like that. We all get a lot of us get that the new streamer like what the fuck am I failing at sort of thing. And I'm like, well, I've been around long enough to kind of like it's like critique or scrutinize a bit. Like, well, clearly you need a better PNG. So you look like you don't even have panels. You have like no presentation here. And I understand if money's a thing, and so it's going to come along in a little bit. So and I remember I was recounting my experience because my presentation was a little more inconsistent, I guess, or at least like the arts assets weren't matching at all and whatnot. Because I was a noob, And my friend,
Yeah.
who is is also an art commissioner, not only she kind of pulled me to a call with a couple other artists, one who actually worked at Blizzard, and they would basically spent like 3 hours basically critiquing my setup. So I'm kind of like sitting there slowly sinking in my chair, just taking it. Like and probably what I thought was the worst insult. I didn't say it, but basically like, for a gay man, you have horrible taste in fashion. I'm like,
Oh.
She told me that, and
I've had something similar happen to me before. So I had a coworker who he was good at roasting. He was really good at roasting, and the thing is, I laugh hysterically at his roast, and then I looked at him and said, "Hey, do me next. Like, are you sure, Lexi? Yeah, go ahead. I can handle it. He just took one look at me up and down and said, "You have terrible taste in dresses."
Oh.
And I wanted to bawl my eyes out. It's like, Lexi, I was holding back. Why would you say that to me? Why would you say that to me?
when Tilly told me that story, I apologized, but I couldn't stop laughing for 5 minutes. It's like, I feel so bad for laughing, but damn if that's not a good roast.
God, I remember one of my sisters is lesbian, and neighbor's like, yeah, I need to decorate this place, get like a lady's touch. They looked at my sister, not you, Butch.
Oh no! But who knows? Ladies best.
I'm sorry. That's
yeah.
gold.
Yeah, it was.
That's a good one.
Here's the thing: if I ever need someone to help redecorate my place, and I pick someone who's very much on the femmy side, I have to make sure. Are they a gamer? No, I'm sorry. I don't. You're gonna dress this place up as a gamer girl setup, and I do not want to see my house looking with like a bunch of to-go cups everywhere.
You don't want pastel pink everywhere.
Oh, that's me. That's me to a T.
Pastel pink's fine, but yeah, I'll take out containers.
Like, here's the problem with that color scheme, like white, off-white, pastel pink. I'm sorry. Anytime you turn on the light in that room, you're gonna get flashbanged.
Yeah, I know. It's so pretty because I don't need natural. I don't need natural lighting when everything else is so reflective in this fucking room.
When sunlight actually goes into Moe's bar and gets him Barney, and he's like, "Oh, natural light, get it off me!"
every like at least a good chunk of the gamers community on Twitch. I'm just saying.
I mean, I have to actually go outside and work and be basically adult and everything. And the bad thing is, I actually have to go outside and I have to touch grass.
As I look around most of my house that has blackout curtains over every window.
Same, I got blackout curtains as well.
They start out.
I have one blackout curtain. That's just to block the sun because I have one window where when the sun goes down, that sun will hit me right in the side of my face and my eye and everything.
Like a heavy duty tinfoil.
Well, I don't want to make my house look like a fucking crack house.
It's like I see you looking at my Cool Whip container Tupperware and judging me.
The poor man's swamp cooler too.
Oh no.
Okay. Speaking of someone we can't trust to remaster anything, those Star Wars remasters.
I will say, not the Dark Forces. I'm talking about what was that?
Battlefront.
Battlefront. I can't get too mad at those devs because they were given the short end of the stick on that one. They were given they're basically given 6 months to basically port the game, make it work, and Disney were like, make it work, no excuses, get to work, bitch. And everyone, the whole dev company was like, what the fuck? Because Dalton was telling me he's got a buddy of his that lives or that works for them, and he's like, no, conditions sucked over there when they had to work on that game.
Well, yeah, because they're under both the boot of Disney and EA.
Yeah.
Double damned.
Yeah.
Two of the most evil corporations out there.
Let's see here. Then in
Rebirth.
Final Fantasy Rebirth, indeed.
Yeah.
The one under it that appeals to me more.
I was gonna say the Final Fantasy, the new Final Fantasy that came out this year. Yeah, it's been great. It's been great.
Mm-hmm.
We got to see my boy Kate Sit. I'm sorry, I know I'm mispronouncing his name. I've played this game for so many years. I don't care if I get his name wrong. I know it's not Kate Sith. It's like oh god, one of my friends is gonna
Casey's. Yeah, because it's Gaelic. It's where's Beatrix when I need her? She speaks Gaelic.
Where's my friend Kate? She's from Ireland.
Either way, he's a gem. I love him so much. I'm glad we get to go to the Cosmo place, and we finally get to have our date. We get to have our date night on the Ferris wheel and everything. It's I liked it, and I don't really have anything bad to say about it. I think it's kind of ridiculous how hard they went on the what was it, like that mercenary parade, that little parade scene they had in the game, where you had to choreograph like, all right, so Cloud's a former soldier, and he's going to do this whole battalion thing where everyone is just like in a parade, and it's all in sync and everything. And it's just like, I was not expecting this, but here I am, and I am loving it. I am loving it. I feel like I should hate this part, but I am loving it.
Oh yeah, and then this is something more recent involving like the character things involving Final Fantasy VII. Of like some of the devs have been talking about how the relationship between Aerith and Cloud is more like a brother and sister thing, and a lot of the community does not entirely agree. Somebody made this meme. I'll put it up in chat for you all to giggle at. It's like, it's a brother sister love. If anybody remembers what that looks like from a certain Folgers commercial from the early 2000s.
I forgot about that commercial.
Someone made a continuation of that commercial.
Oh yeah, that was Saturday Night Live. Yeah. Yeah.
It does not end the same way.
No. Oh, that one goes further down.
I like how they're basically trying to get Tifa and Eric hooked up.
Oh god, yeah. I mean, there's a whole subset of the internet for that too.
Let's see. I do think Cloud does have better chemistry of Tifa, I guess.
Yeah.
Especially like remake era. But
I don't know. I never played it, so
I got to play it because my PS5 got destroyed by my nephew.
I still say, string him up by his toes and whip him with a wet noodle.
Yeah, like I basically had to evict a chunk of my family out of the house, and my nephew stole the Xbox One, stole the PS2, which hurt more, and stole like all my PS5 games and broke my PS5. So
yeah. And they defended their little angel, saying that they did nothing wrong, didn't they?
It's here. Oh yeah, we have not talked. It's been over a full year now. So yeah, it's like they're written out of my life. So
yeah, exactly.
Good on you.
Yeah.
Better to find a proper family, of friends.
Let's see here. And the game I was expecting to get remastered was Riviera to Promised Land, which was a Game Boy Advanced RPG. So
I mean, I was to say same for Goblin Slayer, another adventurer. Like, it's like, holy shit, we get another Goblin Slayer. It's been like 35 years.
I mean, Goblin Slayer is a treasure, though.
Oh, exactly.
It was pretty decent.
I'm thinking of something else. Sorry, yeah, Goblin Slayer is cool. Sorry, I was thinking of Ghosts and Goblins. That was last year.
Okay.
Or did yeah?
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, we get some Ghost Goblins. It's a Ghost Slayer. It's a little rapey, but it's still decent, I guess.
Well,
yeah.
It's the first episode where that part really happens, and but I've told people, it's like, if you can handle Berserk, you can handle Goblin Slayer.
Yeah.
And I've seen a lot of people, watch Berserk and not even flinch, and then a couple years later watch Goblin Slayer and start clutching their pearls, and I'm like, I watched Berserk with you.
Yeah, but the thing about Berserk though is it's a build up. It's a build up. And the Goblin Slayer thing was like first episode or two, immediately get into this and like, oh shit, no preparation, no nothing. You just went You just went for it. That's I can see why people got turned off. Yeah, I can see why people were turned off.
Exactly. It's kind of similar to how like Persona 5 has a real rough start because you start off with one of the most filthy villain characters that they've ever done in a Persona game, and it's goddamn Kamoshida.
It's like our first arc is the winging off the weak, it's the
Yeah. Unfortunately, going back to Helldivers involving that is one problem I have is the main announcer through all the missions and stuff is the same voice actor as Kamoshida, and I can hear his vocal artifacts while he's talking. No. So I just see Kamoshida just be like, "Get to the mission, soldier." Oh God, no.
I remember when I first got like gun turret PTSD from Helldivers.
Yeah.
You get blown in half in the tutorial. And then so when the very first time I saw someone drop a fucking gun turret in the field, I literally went and dived to a bitch or something.
I remember that.
Like, Tilly, you got turret PTSD there.
I remember that because I heard you scream because I was on the other side of the map and I'm like, the fuck was that, Tilly? And she's like, turret. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. You're fresh, aren't you? You remember training.
Oh, is this your first playthrough?
First time?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I remember that. Boulder's Gate, like, oh, is this your first playthrough? I thought you didn't like tentacle attack. Oh, let me know what happens. Week.
Oh
man.
Act 3.
Let's see here. And scrolling down.
Yeah, there's a lot of these I didn't play. Like some of them I heard, but a lot of them I didn't touch.
Yeah, I'm sad you're going to Overlord as a console exclusive. Like, at least if you're going to be console exclusive, at least you're every console exclusive. It's like, it's so odd. Like, I'm on everything. It's that PC.
Can I don't know much about Concord. I'm gonna be completely real with you. I did no research on it. I didn't know this game even existed, and when I saw the box art for it, I was immediately turned away. I don't know anything about its premise. I don't know anything about what this gameplay is, but just looking at the box art, I immediately was just turned away. Like, this does not feel like a game box title or game box art. This feels like I'm going to a video game media conference, or rather, this is a college submission for a game that has been. It's not even a full fleshed out game. It just looks to be like, someone's good at the graphics, someone's good at rendering, someone's good at character design, and then I realized, oh wait, these are the characters. These aren't. Oh god.
Lily, you want to take this one, or do you want me to?
Concord.
Yeah. Concord.
Okay. Well, let's see here. A lot has happened. Basically, it's like I think first off, the developers, basically people in charge of the developers, were never satisfied with the character creation. They literally kept telling them just change it, and they wouldn't give them any cliff notes on what worked and what doesn't. So literally, it's like
if you don't give direction, things go to hell.
So basically, it's like they're hitting the randomizer button every time. Eventually, they still were never satisfied. Until eventually, they're like, okay, we have to ship it now. So whoever was currently randomized is what they went with. So, and also not to mention, they had a toxic positivity going on there. Like, you were not allowed to criticize the project.
No.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Like the devs were just lashing out at everybody on Twitter and just shooting their feet off, just doing it. It's like,
one of the big things,
they'll never work in the game.
One of the big
development
things,
ever.
One of the big things. Tilly, was it 18 months?
Yeah, it was something stupid short.
It was like 18 months before they were supposed to, or 18 weeks. It was a very, very short amount of time. The game didn't work at all. They had to hire. This is after Sony bought them, bought the company, and Sony came in and looked at it. It was like, the fuck is this? Nothing works. We got to get our, big dogs in this.
They basically dropped another $200 million to get a game to run it in less than 2 years or something. And not to mention, and then when you got characters that you weren't allowed to say anything bad about, but the devs weren't saying anything good or bad about either. They're like, just change it. Like, I don't know what you fuck you want. Okay.
And there was I remember there was one Twitter artist who went on and basically redesigned not all the characters, but a lot of the characters.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
And well, this one actually got some backlash.
Yeah, I
It was
remember.
because I think it was like the head artist or one of the head artists basically saying, and this is after like the day after the game shut down.
Well, wasn't some of them a little sexual? And
Huh?
I think some of the designs were a little. I think we were supposed to be a little too sexual or something that they made it, uh,
Well,
but yeah, like
some of them
yeah,
had some curves and everything, but I don't think it was like anything outright sexual to it.
yeah,
I don't think, but it was basically like a redesign, like make some of them, some of them aesthetically pleasing, or where get rid of stuff that didn't like parts of the gear or armor that didn't need to be there, or made it tweaked it to make it look like it could actually work.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was like the head artist or some higher up basically said um that they were so mad that they did this because um this was like the day after the announcement where the game was shutting down, and they're like, I would have DM'd you this, but it would have Twitter would have made me charge me to send you a DM, so I'm basically bringing this out in the public. I'm like, if you're gonna do that, at least bite the bullet, take the payment, do the payment, and settle this behind the scenes, and don't make a big
Yeah, don't make it public, because
Yeah.
then you get raked over the coals. Like it,
Like,
don't
some of
just.
these are pretty good. Like I like this one
Mhm.
here. Yeah.
Oh God.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that one on the right looks much better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like it has more sassy character to it, and
Oh, I
yeah, or
guess
she.
this one is
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
I guess. But I made fun of, especially the chick in the bulky armor. Like
Yeah. The football
Yeah.
player, the linebacker.
Yeah, because I'm like she looks like she's fucking like the coach for a fucking arena football team, and
Yeah.
it's like this
Yeah.
is like I like black women, I like muscular women, I
Hmm?
like blue lipstick, I like power armor. You made all four suck,
Yep.
Mhm.
and
Yeah, it's like make it a little bit more form fitting, a
yeah,
little
like it's
again
power
showing maybe to her strength bulk,
yeah.
accentuating that, not making her look like a lime.
Yeah, it's power. Our power's supposed to look cool,
Yeah.
Put some
Yeah.
spikes or some moving bits, Make it a cool looking
Mhm.
paint job, like black or red or something,
Or
or blue and
even
gold,
or even some glowy bits, like fucking like the
Yeah.
team armor.
or if you want something simple, like look
Mhm.
at Reinhardt from Overwatch. That's just plain silver.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's plain silver.
Yeah.
For a monocolor armor set. Yeah. The big angry German man
Yeah.
does it right.
And I still laugh is like the fucking robot and everything. It looks like those fucking coolers you see on the sidelines of an NFL game.
Bastion?
No,
Yeah.
not Bastion. No, Nerf Bastion.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the robot in Concord. It was like it looked
Oh,
like a fucking
yeah.
cooler from like those big orange Gatorade
Yeah.
coolers you see on the
It's
sideline of
Oh
football games.
yeah.
yeah, and again, this just kind of goes back to what happens when you're given no direction on anything. Because
Yeah.
I see this all the time in like voice acting direction. I can't play Wuthering Waves because the English voice cast direction was dog shit, and it's so bad, and it ruined the game for me. But yeah,
Yeah.
the same for game development direction. You don't give anybody direction. Yeah, you just tell them to keep resetting, and that's eventually what happened to that design, because that design is so ugly. That green just bubble
Yeah,
shaped
that
thing.
one.
Yeah, see, like that robot redesign. That's cool.
Yeah.
There's some where I'm like, okay, that looks like it's hard to salvage, but like there's some where I do okay job. Like for example,
Oh, exactly.
like this here, like that's a hard character to salvage anyway, but that's okay.
Yeah, that
Oh,
one
yeah.
that was hard to work
Yeah.
with. But I mean
That-
the guy who whoever did the redesign, I think they nailed it. That
yeah,
looks
I agree
Now that I look at
completely.
the original suit, like that's a kind of an ugly suit.
It is.
I
It
didn't
mean,
like the
is.
yeah.
pantsuit, but yeah, that was not
I
good.
mean that and beige. I mean, come on, go with a
With the
different color.
lines, like you gotta go with a solid color pantsuit. Like I could rock a
Yeah.
decent pantsuit.
I was to say, admittedly, the outfit of the main Concord character, that's like that's junk VT's color scheme. But he knows how to wear it well, so
Also,
yeah.
I think asterisk when you said when you were brought out Concord, I think if you're looking at the list, I think you might have saw Contra, and your mind might have auto corrected to Concord.
True. Yeah, I saw Contra. I don't because I think Concord came out in the summer.
I said Unicorn Overlord, but you heard Concord. Like, we'll talk about this now. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Because we'll get there.
Yeah.
But yeah, the next game in March I see though was Hi-Fi Rush, which
I want to mention that.
rest in peace Tango, but that game was so good.
Yeah, that was a re-release. But
that was a re-release. Okay.
I want to mention on Concord though, it was only up for like what 8-9 days.
10 days.
10 days.
10 days. Yep.
I like to think that they kind of I guess they might have did that's like one smart move because they probably looked at WB and how much they were hemorrhaging money with Suicide Squad. Like, let's just not keep it on for and hope it gets better. They just took it down immediately. Like they took the L. Like we're taking an L.
The publisher did. Yeah.
I still remember the tweet that someone took a picture of the game cover and said, "I can't wait to get play this weekend." And then GameStop of all accounts said, "We got some bad news for you." Like, you sold me the game when you knew this was going to happen?
Yeah, because it's GameStop.
Why didn't they tell me that when I bought Portable Ops Plus for the PSP?
I mean, because it's GameStop. They took my favorite nerdy merch company, ate it, and then spat out the chewed up remains.
Like,
rest in peace, Thinky.
I used to love GameStop way back when, but because I thought it was pretty cool, you know, like they do some big games, they do midnight releases, and it'd be a fucking party, you know. There'd be
it would.
We'd have like Coke, cake, and snacks and everything, and everyone would just chill out in the GameStop until like 1 minute to midnight, and they were like, "Okay, we know it's cold, but everybody just funnel out real quick, and we'll do this as quick as we can." And you could either hang around and just wait for your ride, or go ahead and whenever you get your game, head home.
Yeah, back then you only had the only thing to complain about is like like they had to regurgitate that you want to get a subscription, this or that, you want to pre-order some shit. Yeah. Aside from having to regurgitate that, that's the only complaints. But back in March though, I talked about a little game called Alone in the Dark.
Yeah.
And I was so sad that the company went down too only a couple months after it came out. It's a good game. It's a good classic survival horror game. Best Alone in the Dark, possibly out there actually.
I remember you waxing on about it for a little bit.
Yeah. So what to say.
I'm seeing another game, or two games rather, and they're legacy titles. One is South Park Snow Day, and the other one, and this is this title is older than me and Tilly. Felix the Cat.
Yeah.
Probably older, but yeah.
I mean, Felix came out in the 60s, didn't he?
The character, yes.
I would say I'm probably older than the NES game, but
yeah, I was saying because the NES game was 92. At least three of us are older than it.
Felix the Cat. The first episode for Felix the Cat was October 2nd, 1959.
Okay, so yeah, I was like.
Well, I mean that's a cartoon character.
Yeah.
But it's based off the old cartoon character. The problem is I don't know how well that one did because I don't only old people remember Felix the Cat.
Yeah.
Us.
Because basically Garfield came out, just overshadowed that fucker.
Yep.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. Felix that's Defiant. Garfield's Call of Duty. So.
Well, then again, there's another cat back in them days, Heathcliff.
Heathcliff.
Who?
I rest my case.
Exit stage right.
I'm thinking of Clifford the Red Dog.
Oh, I know it's not Heathcliff. That's another cat from that time.
Yeah,
you're thinking was that Snagglepuss? It would say
Snagglepuss, yeah. That's Snagglepuss, yeah.
Heavens, Betsy, exit stage right.
Yeah, there were a lot of cats in the 60s and 70s because I mean Pink Panther was in that pile too, and
Top Cat.
Yeah.
Top Cat, yep.
Dragon's Dogma 2. I heard it had a lot of good points, like the story and the gameplay and representation was great, but like I heard it was like a glitchy fucking mess.
Yeah.
That's what I heard too.
Well, that and a lot of people were bitching about the fast travel system, how there was like hardly any fast travel, and if you wanted to buy it or if you wanted to get more of the tokens, you had to pay real money for it.
Yeah.
Like it's and I'm like when I when I've heard about it, I was like, okay, that's kind of ass. Because I thought the fast travels would have been dotted all over. No, the fast travels are like really rare, and from what I've been told, it's supposed to function a lot like a D&D campaign. Like, not all your travels down through the country roads are going to be smooth. You're going to have bandits and sneak attacks and everything happening.
That's gonna happen.
Yep. Also, I do like the adventure mindset. So basically, it's like you gotta like plot out all your side adventures, like what you take along the way and stuff. I kind of like that, but
here's one that Tilly was going about was Princess Peach Showtime, not Snowtime.
fucking hell, it's like I kept saying like, hey, my birthday's like a week after Princess Peach. Somebody buy it for me, Iggy, huh? Nobody,
wink, wink, nudge, nudge, wonk, wonk.
Yeah, nobody fucking bought it for me.
If I had the dollar dues, I would have. You know that.
I say it's still in the store right now. But and now it's almost my birthday again.
She wants the peach. Someone get her the peach.
Get her the peach.
She looks like me. For fuck's sake.
Because apparently calling me, the actual peach into here is not enough. She wants other peach.
I mean, I'm the one who has a Bowsette model.
You do.
True.
I still remember you showed me that picture when you were talking about how the slugs behave, and you're using your Bowsette model, and I was like, yeah, that actually works.
Man. Yeah, they basically are like the Koopa kids, aren't they?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah,
they're your Koopa kids. Which one was Lemmy?
Was he the one with the glasses?
Hold on. I think so.
I think that's Roy. Well, there's one with got one with shades.
No, Lemmy was the one with the rainbow with the blue mohawk. Originally, it was like a rainbow mohawk.
It's okay. No.
Iggy's the one with the glasses.
Okay.
All of them named
there we go.
80s rock stars, by the way.
Yes, they were. Well, there's hold on. There's Ludwig von Koopa, Lindy O. Koopa, Iggy Koopa, Lemmy Koopa, Roy Koopa, Morton Koopa Jr., and Larry Koopa.
I only picked up on like Lemmy and Wendy Richter.
Well, I mean, Ludwig von Koopa, that one's a given. I'm not sure which one is, or some of these who they're supposed to reference. I gotta look now, or this bother me.
While I do that, we got the official release of Palia this year. Yeah, I remember originally it was just like a beta thing, and I wanted to do the beta, but they're like, you gotta sign this NDA. I'm like, fuck no, I ain't signing an NDA. Yeah, I'm talking about shit. I'm not sure if I'll play because I finally played my first farming sim game, which was Animal Crossing New Horizons, and like, oh, this game's not for me.
Okay, I found it. Okay, so here's how the Koopalings got their names. And two of them were not named after musicians. Larry was named Larry just because he looked like a Larry. Morton was named after the late talk show host Morton Downey Jr. Wendy was named after Wendy O. Williams, lead singer of the Plasmatics. Iggy was named after Iggy Pop, pop rock star and member of the Stooges. Roy was named after the late Roy Orbison, famous rock and roll singer / songwriter. Lemmy was named after Lemmy Kilminster from Motorhead.
Yeah, makes sense.
I mean, and that man was an absolute champion. Ludwig was named after Ludwig van Beethoven. Larry, Morton Jr., and Ludwig are the only Koopalings who are not named after rock stars, though Ludwig was named after the classical musician and Morton was named after the late Morton Downey Jr., making Larry the only one without a true namesake.
Oh.
I feel like I should have. I feel like this is a bit of like trivia that we probably would have just known when we were younger, and it's now just slowly coming back to me.
Yeah, it's slowly coming back.
I didn't know anything about rock back then.
Yeah.
Although, I think for also a good if I ever did a podcast title like, okay, video game trivia, let's go.
Yeah.
This is why people like to invite me to trivia night because I can. My specialty is animation, and I can list off animation facts. And the thing is, I strive in that but then I have a friend that's all about Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter, so it's like I'll call her if I need that.
I mean, they're good lifelines, to have, dude.
So this was
Like
on the. Okay.
Oh no, go ahead.
I said this was on the Switch, but now it's on PS4 and Xbox. It's on PS5, but the Grande HD collection. So if you want some good JRPGs, good shit.
Forgot about that. Yeah, forgot that was a thing.
Okay, we're officially a quarter way through.
God's help us.
I'm waiting for two. Actually, technically, we skipped over an indie game that had a release in I think February or March, and I was obsessed with it.
Bring it up.
Go.
Anyone else here familiar with Crow Country?
Was that
No.
in February?
Let me double check.
Crow Country?
Crow Country.
I thought it might have been April.
I'm looking right now.
Was it February or March, or was it April? God,
it wasn't in March. I just scrolled through.
That is May.
Yep.
May?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, May.
Yo, I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna skip over it.
I mean, these things happen.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Freedom Planet 2 had a console release. I heard it wasn't as good as the first game, but still, Freedom Planet is fucking awesome. I need to get the second one. Just never goes on sale low enough, you know?
Oh yeah.
Say Sucker for Love came out.
Sucker for Love was fun. I actually used to record content for the first one. It was just a fun. It's just fun. It's just a fun game whenever you got friends wanting to just do voices.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
I still wanted to play this one, even though it might trigger my arachnophobia, but it kind of it looked fun. Was Grounded.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, yeah. That's gonna set off anyone's arachnophobia because fucking spiders. There is, I believe, an anti-spider system in it, but I can't remember what it does.
But
really,
there was another game that's on here that me and Tilly talked a little bit about because it got a lot of I guess expansions. Was Dave the Diver?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Dave the Diver was kind of cool.
Because I remember the first time me and Tilly saw it, at least that when we saw it together, was when they had a collaboration with Godzilla of all things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Nikke. They also had a crossover in in Nikke.
Yeah, that game was like, of course, like the anti-wokies went after that game. Yeah.
Okay.
Or Dave the Diver.
What? No, Dave Diver.
I'm
all right. So
I didn't hear anything about it.
No, yeah, because they're not only was like, okay, big fat guy diving in the ocean, eats seamlessly, and then they kept going on about the sushi chef being black. Like, really?
he's a sushi chef. It's fun.
These people.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Yeah. I found Grounded's arachnophobia mode. It has 5 levels. First level drops to 4 legs. Level 2, no legs. 3, no mouth. 4, facial features become orbs. 5, body also becomes an orb.
I mean, as long as it's not the general shape, I'm normally okay.
So probably 4 or 5 would probably be good.
Yeah, probably. Like,
because then just you have floating orbs coming at you.
That's fine. But I still remember the one that really triggered it was Dragon Age Origins.
Oh god, yeah.
Those spiders look way too good, like way too realistic, and I'm like, okay, now I'm a little afraid.
Yeah, like a little fear.
But I have to remind I reminded myself, hey, they're in a game. It's all pixels. They ain't gonna get you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now if I saw one that big in real life, oh, you bet the fuck I'm running away.
Oh yeah.
I'm throwing Molotov cocktails and everything behind me. I'm like, burn you, motherfucker.
Like, I remember my very first time playing Lethal Company, very first map, very first game of Lethal Company. My friend's like, he's basically trying to, ease me into it, And so we go in there, and he gets immediately ganked by a spider. And now I'm all alone, in a spider-ridden place by myself, all quiet like this. What happened my very first time, wasn't it? Yeah.
My first time ever playing was I had my friend Candle hold my hand, and it was going well. It's like, okay, so this is how you get stuff. This is how you navigate to the dungeon. Okay, doing well. And I'm like, it's getting dark. Should we be worried? You'll be fine, Lexi, but you should probably get back to the ship soon. And then the giant tree, the forest giant, ended up killing me, and I screamed so loud. and she was just laughing the whole time.
My roommate still gives me hell because I refuse to play Outlast and Outlast 2 because that game actually terrified me.
I got those games for free, and I'm like, I ain't never playing these. They're never getting installed. Maybe for charity. That's about it. Let's see. But yeah, I mean, whenever we get a chance, this is probably one of my best clips ever here. Yeah.
Oh, I remember this.
That's worse than the Helltimer's car. So I was genuinely trying to drive straight. Look what happens.
Gods. Yeah, I really only see 2 other things in April that were releases that were fun.
But yeah, Yielding Chronicles, which is based off my favorite game of all time, Suikoden.
Okay.
And then let's see here. I was definitely happy to see Tales of Kenzera Zao. Good Metroidvania with a big African theme. Loved it.
Ooh.
And then they had the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade cabinet.
Right.
That was a good one too. Yeah.
We had a Saga game for those who are in that series.
Another Crab's Treasure is a hilarious Soulsborne-like game.
Yeah.
Let's see here. What this has ever really appealed to me, but a game called Sandland, which if you're into Toriyama, he basically that was one of the last things we heard about him because even though it came out like a year after he died, but he had left a previous review that was released after Sandland came out. So praise from the grave,
Oh yeah. We did Toriyama.
I was like, yeah, no, he wasn't even a year later. This is just a few weeks after he died.
Yeah.
He died on May Day of 2024.
Yep.
It felt
or
so
just
long
before.
ago.
Yeah. Felt like forever ago. Yeah, the only other game I see on here, just because I remember it like making a lot of noise when it first came out, but I've not heard much since, is Stellar Blade.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Me being in the woke ecosphere, I hear a lot of bullshit about
Yeah.
It's just a lot of creepos who are like, every character needs to be drawn like this.
No, they don't.
That's misogynist. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I do enjoy the busty form and everything, and some of a lot of the sexy outfits I'm all for.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I can't understand where the practicality does need to come into play, and so I mean I have a love-hate relationship with it. Like it's like, okay, I can kind of get it. A lot of the outfits are really are skin tight or really revealing. And like I said, I dig that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, I need some practicality as well.
And
I know
absolutely
they did a collaboration with Nier Automata where you could actually have the Eve, or no, not 2B outfit for Eve.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just,
oh, go ahead. Oh no, I was just going to go to another game. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, well it's like because it wasn't even the practicality is a whole other argument, but it's like they're basically saying like like other female characters like if it's a black girl with glasses like fuck that the character design needs to look like this, or if a female has 1%
that's a hard no.
Yeah, or if a female has like 1% of pudge on her body, they're like, no, they gotta look like a skinny twig with big tits like this. That's what their arguments are like,
I mean, look at the crime use I do on certain game characters of my own. I'm like, I don't want them to be twigs. They're big pear-framed muscle mommy.
But this brought out the crowd, the old Gooner crowd, basically.
It
was like the Grifter Gooners. Yeah.
It was big stink on both sides.
Yeah, it's like, sorry, female population, aka half the world, but if you're not a twig with big tits, then you don't matter. Is what they're saying. I was hearing this shit for months.
It's okay. That's why they're alone.
Well, well, I still remember like what was it? The French version of IGN, I think, basically took a pot shot at the creator of Stellar Blade.
Yeah.
Saying he's never seen a real woman, and everybody was like, he's married to one of the head artists, and the model for Eve was based off a Korean model. And a lot of people were saying, "Oh, the female form, females don't look like this." And everyone was like, "She's literally based off a real woman." There's
that things,
but then it's like Well, like yeah,
Still,
like
that being
5%
said, that the
above.
model industry in Korea is
no,
really
I know.
unhealthy.
Yeah.
Mhm. Can I just say
Yeah.
what does a woman look like in this day and age? All I know is VTubers and anime and big titty anime waifus. I don't
Yeah,
think
well, they have rabbit ears.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, shit! I'm over here like touch man. Yeah, eat rabbit ears. Oh, okay. Go on.
You can continue.
I like how America and guess Korea are like a totally opposite ends of the unhealthy. You know, like
Oh, yeah.
America, we can't put down the Twinkie, and Korea, they can't even eat a salad. So, yeah, like they have a crouton, you know, for lunch.
Yeah, it's
So-
like, yeah, for lunch you get one shrimp chip and that's it.
Yeah,
If that was the case in the States, I'd lose a lot of
and
weight.
it's like
When I was in Japan,
Maybe I need to
well,
go to Korea for a little bit.
yeah, we'd be like,
when I was in
Kim,
Japan,
we
I
can't see
lost.
your rib bones. Or something wrong? It's just
When I was in Japan for about 3 months, I lost about 25 pounds because I got so used to just walking places. So not only was the the food was healthier, but you just got so accustomed to just walking everywhere.
Oh yeah, because
So
they're mostly a walking nation in like, especially in the major cities.
are the portions smaller?
Yeah, portions were
Yes.
definitely smaller. But let me tell you right now, KFC is superior in Japan than it is in America.
Yes.
Especially at Christmas time.
I remember.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
This is an old joke now, but I'm like, as soon as McDonald's arrived in Japan, suddenly Japanese girls have boobs. But I also started playing being a Souls-like game. Like, okay, I need to like play a demo before I even want to buy it because I suck at Souls games.
Oh, you
Yeah,
and me both.
Yeah.
It definitely rode on the Soulsian pain train. I
Yeah.
will admit.
There's actually
Yeah.
one Souls game that came out this year. We'll probably talk about soon. That I actually, I'm actually decent at this one. But yeah, like
I was
Armored
like,
Core, I literally couldn't
Yeah.
do the tutorial and got a refund.
Well, after you told me that you started getting the hang of that other game that we'll touch base on here before too long, I suggested maybe you should give Dark Souls another try.
It's well, I remember it's like another example is shoots. It's an anime one. Starts with S. Let me break over my Steam. No, Code Vein. Let's go Code Vein. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
I was thinking Code Vein for a second.
I was
Yeah.
thinking Scarlet Nexus for a second, but no, Code Vein.
Yeah, anime Dark Souls with Code Vein.
Because I remember I was playing that for a minute, and I love the customization, by the way. But I was like, I shouldn't have. It's like, cause I was like, basically, I was having to put in some effort against just the low level grunts, like dipping and dodging and stuff. I'm like, I don't want to have to put in this amount of effort to play the game.
Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, I'm too salty for most Soulsborne game, but then for some reason, I did beat Armored Core 6. At least the first playthrough. I got stuck on the second because you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to go through the entire game story 3 times.
Oh,
for all the
New Game
endings.
Plus.
Yeah, for New Game Plus because new stuff happens.
But yeah, it's like I
Yes,
don't want to have
madness.
to put in this effort for
Yeah.
for just even the grunts and the bosses. So I was like, I
mean,
think I put too
fair.
much like hack and slash, like Devil May Cry Bayonetta, where I can basically run around and just hit the buttons really fucking fast.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, like that's one thing I know a couple friends and I have been talking about. It's like, can we get like another Dynasty Warriors Gundam game, please?
Yeah.
It's been forever. That was 2 consoles ago. Please give us a new one. Give us Dynasty Warrior Gundam 4.
The last Dynasty Warriors S game I played was the Berserk one from the PS4, and I kind of missed that.
Yeah, that one was good. Persona 5 Tactic, or not Tactica. Strikers. Yeah, Strikers was good. Also, the fact that it continued Persona 5 story, not Royals, but still, it was nice.
I was gonna say, jump from talking about games, jump into a new console. See if these finally got the PS5 release attached to it now. So there was that on that came out in tail end of
April. Yeah, April 30th. Yeah.
So yeah, that one. Sea of Thieves now PlayStation people could actually enjoy the life on the high seas.
So I apparently opened a gift a little late here. If Bell Goes Zero, if you're listening to this, sorry, I apparently I just now got your Steam present from Christmas Eve, so a little late. But thanks you for the copy of Nuclear Nightmare. Okay.
Where have I heard that one before? I know I've heard the game.
Looks like a spooky co-op game, I think.
Possibly.
But appreciate it. Thank you for the present. Sorry, I'm just opening up now.
Hey, better late than never, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, then Crow Country on May 9th. Do you ever think about it? Asterisk?
Oh, fuck.
What was that?
Crow Country?
Yep,
Oh yeah, sorry, I blanked for a second. Crow Country. So there I was. So one of my streaming partners with Pink Fish Squad is Candle Hearts, and and I had this idea like she plays a lot of spooky games, a lot of indie horror games, and I thought Crow Country sounded like a wonderful date night kind of event. So I played the demo, and I sucked at it. I didn't. I thought it was like, oh, this is a really short demo. And then they're like, people were saying, no, there's more, and I could not figure it out for the life of me. But I took this as a challenge. Crow Country was a big deal to me in my channel this year because I was able to 100% the game and beyond.
Nice.
I took it upon myself. Okay, well, first of all, my perspective on the game is I thought it was a well made game, especially reminiscent to the classic PS1 RE classic games, because that's what it drew most of its inspiration for. It meant to be a basically an RE clone.
Okay.
And what I loved about it was just how deep this horror game went. It went from Eldritch abominations. It had it got spooky, scary skeletons, and the gun mechanics were great. But I ended up playing this game more than I was expecting it, because I think the drive in me to get an S ranking was all I cared about for about at least a month. So I would potentially just stream this game for like a good month and a half to 2 months, and once I completed the game after a week or two of playing it, I was then informed like, okay, now let's do this on the harder difficulty. The game has different modes where you can actually enjoy it, where you can do it's a puzzle game, it's a survival horror game, and the game's difficulty matches how much ammunition you're carrying. So I come to find out from my friend Dark Raccoon, if you end up with 0 ammo in certain areas, you just need to break certain boxes and you'll get your ammo again. It got so much to the point where I legitimately was just, all I obsessed about was getting a perfect S ranking, not just an S plus.
Right on.
And I got it was tedious and difficult because I broke it down to what I need to achieve to make a perfect score versus how many of these things do I not need. And it was just trial, tribulation. Okay, I can get away without having to get all of these things. Okay, but now I have to make sure to conserve my energy and not get hit throughout the entire run. Got it. It was such an ordeal that I called upon my friend Dark Raccoon, and he wanted me to coach him. I coached him for one stream. Immediately after teaching him how to play the game and him beating it with me, he goes out to beat the world record right afterwards.
It sounds like you were playing the game partly out of spite.
And spite, love, I don't care. Look, all that matters is I got my S plus ending, and I recorded at least 3 hours worth of YouTube content that still hasn't seen the light of day for it.
I mean, if anything, that's a flex.
It is a flex. I'm honestly really proud of myself and what I accomplished this year. I am a little disappointed that I'm going into 2025 with, well, I guess now it's a better time than ever to upload all that content that I worked on. I made the whole YouTube short thing. It was like, this is how you solve the duck paddle minigame puzzle. First, you need to make sure to and yada yada yada, and then I would end the vocals, and then it begins again. How do you solve the such and such puzzle? I went full YouTuber mode for those fucking videos.
Nice.
But overall, it was a great game. I had a lot of fun. I really wish there would be some DLC, because there's an area of the map that is completely shut off, and I was kind of hoping they would expand upon it if they ever did DLC. But I guess that's not the point. It's a good little contained game. I would say like a good 5-8 hours worth of gameplay if you don't know what you're doing. Eventually, you can beat it within 3 to 5 hours.
Yeah.
But sorry, I love the game.
Hey, nothing wrong with passion.
I mean, fair.
Let's see here. Also, dragging back to April. Formation 2 remake, nice. That's another
Mhm.
Square Enix JRPG I need to get into. And they made a re-release, a remaster of El Shaddai. Really?
They did?
That was a game from back in the PS3 that just like has a weird name, looks kind of weird, a little anime-esque though. So I thought it was kind of lost to time. But so like, here's a random ass remaster of it.
Fucking
I'm sorry.
weird.
Yeah,
What's he called?
El Shaddai.
El Shaddai, Ascension of the Metatron HD remaster for the Nintendo Switch.
Also mouthful.
Hell of a
Mhm.
title.
Try to say that 5 times fast.
Hell no.
Hey, I've already seen enough visual novels with long titles. I'm
Yeah.
good.
Okay,
Oh,
so
anime titles
apparently
are
I
getting stupid these days. The past few years.
I typed in on YouTube El Shaddai and I got hit with the suicide crisis hotline.
Oh, honey.
Oh, not elves should die. Shaddai.
Hashtag
That's HADDAI.
I put the lesson dyslexia. Can someone just copy and paste that for me,
Yeah,
please?
but they put it in the chat.
Give me a second.
While that's going on,
It's funny. It's like
go ahead.
it reminded me of a Saturday Night Live skit with Eddie Murphy, and a recent one too, where like basically like tragedy struck the North Pole, and there's Eddie Murphy of health fears, and a few other people are crying. Like apparently a polar bear like got through the fence was conveniently not powered, and it ate somebody else, and Eddie Murphy's like hashtag Santa knew. It's just.
Oh my god.
Well, Tilly told me about this game, and the hell that went with it. They're trying to get it remastered or remade was System Shock.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that was. I didn't know that game. The remaster, the people who wanted to make it, they went through absolute hell trying to get it.
Yeah, it's
Really?
like essentially like the IP was so forgotten that it actually went up first for like I guess when IP's expired, typically window where you can get them on sale before the publisher decides to renew it or not. And so yeah, these this because this couple they were of experience in developing, but they were just two people on their own, so they just literally just bought and owned System Shock now.
Mhm.
And they wanted to put it I think it's like this touched up and put it up on GOG. And GOG's like, we need proof that you're an actual publisher, developer, whatever. And so they had to have this many sayings. So they had to like hire and make a company and stuff. And then they're like, okay, now we're gonna make a proper like remake.
Mhm.
But then I forget what game it was. Like it was Mighty Number 9 came out and totally made all Kickstarters look bad. So they're like, okay, so now we gotta be super duper transparent, and they're like Twitch streaming the development of it and everything,
Mhm.
And then they went through some shit like, oh fuck, we gotta totally like totally trash this whole fucking model and start from scratch. That's not gonna go over with the already Kickstarter crowd, So essentially like it was basically don't fuck it up to the 11th
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
like I said, it's one because I watched that show, What Happened, which is about troubled development cycles. So if you want to look up like this details of like Duke Nukem Forever or something like that, great show. And this is one of the few
Vaporware,
episodes
yeah.
that had a good ending.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very good that got to come out, and it came out to some acclaim.
Yeah.
Some people really liked it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, the diehard System Shock fans were absolutely ecstatic to see it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
Another game that came out, I did not play it because I didn't want to, because I played it when it was released. When World of Warcraft or Blizzard released World of Warcraft Cataclysm Classic.
Yep.
And I'm like, you guys should have stopped at Wrath of the Lich King, honestly.
Yeah.
But they released
That was one of my first hiatuses.
I played it vanilla.
Yeah.
But Cataclysm, they released a classic version of it. So yeah, retail, Season of Discovery, World of Warcraft, World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore mode, and Cataclysm Classic, and then original Classic. Like there's different versions to play WoW.
Yeah, like okay,
So many.
do I Diet Coke, Coke Zero caffeine? That's basically World of Warcraft now.
Yeah, basically.
Pretty much, yeah. And hardcore is so fun and terrifying. Oh, your character died. Congratulations. It's been deleted.
Yep.
Oh
Uh,
man.
speaking of being,
Yeah, no.
I was gonna say, speaking of being deleted, here's X Defiant.
Yeah. Again, we we could have several podcasts where we just shit on Ubisoft.
It was an interesting idea. I will say that it was an interesting idea.
Yeah, but it was executed by Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I love how you phrase it. It was executed by Ubisoft. It literally was.
Yeah. Back of the head.
Oh man.
Oh,
Way before that, Hellblade 2. I'm looking forward to playing that one sometime.
yeah.
Oh man, because Hellblade, 'cause I think we all had that one game where like if we could erase our memories to play it for the first time over again. Cause yeah, it's like you just can't go through it again and like knowing how things work, the twists and stuff.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, because Hellblade 1 was that game for me, you know. But yeah, Hellblade 2, I'm looking forward to playing that one sometime. And hey, fucking she tore it up at the Game Awards as well.
Yeah, she did. She made well during that.
Also,
here's another. Oh, go ahead.
I'll say you didn't even get a wiki link, but RKGK kind of gonna look nice. You know what the fuck?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then another remake of an old game with Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door.
Yeah.
But that one made some improvements to the original.
Yeah, it brought some quality of life changes from what I've been told needed it.
Yeah.
You get skipping dialogue and a couple of other little niches like that. Also, it brought more. Nintendo doubled down and just was very transparent about what's her name, the ghost character.
Yeah.
About her being trans. Vivian? Was it Vivian?
Yeah, Vivian. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was kind of nice for a good week or two to see nothing but Vivian artwork.
Oh yeah. Of course, I brought up the right wing, like oh my god, Mario's gay now. Yeah, sort of.
Yeah, I mean, they were upset when in Persona 3 Reload there was a problematic interaction in the original game, and they fixed that in Reload.
Yep, that too.
I could bring that up real quick. I remember Persona 5 got a lot of shit because there was kind of a homophobic or transphobic scene, like a couple tourists. But I'm like, it's like a 1 minute scene in a 100-hour game, so that's why I don't really care about that. Yeah, it was that part of not a recurrent part of the narrative.
Honestly, Atlas just does a really terrible job at wanting at just representation. Like they did Catherine full body really dirty with the one trans character, and as well as one of the characters. Well, there's Erica. Well, Erica is technically trans.
Yeah.
And they I'm sorry, I don't want to go too deep into it, but there's that character, and then the new Catherine. There's just a lot of things that Atlas is like, yeah, we're fine with like gay fanfic, but we're not gonna push anything else into their games. They cut out source materials for having a male companion for the main character, even though lines were already recorded for it and everything.
They're still very traditionally conservative Japanese.
Yeah.
Which again, things are slow over there. It's starting to change, but we probably won't see that in the game industry for another decade.
Yeah. Some companies have totally dived into the progressiveness. Some are like still turning.
Exactly.
Like I remember BioWare. Like J Empire is probably my favorite BioWare game now, or still Mass Effect 2, I guess, but J Empire is right up there. But they put gay rights in there, but they kind of like censored the gay kiss part. Like just go straight to black, screen. Like they just weren't ready yet. They're too scared.
Exactly.
I feel like Liara in Mass Effect 1 was kind of like their testing grounds.
And the characters, and there were supposed to be more, but especially on the west side during those times, because again, that was 22 years ago as well. And just a lot of soccer moms got real mad.
Yeah. More on Atlas though for a future title here, and I think in October.
Yes.
Let's see.
I actually just got that for Christmas, so I'm excited.
A lot of HyperNep games getting the Switch treatment.
I was to say, I saw a lot of Neptunia games earlier too. Like this is the year of Neptunia.
I was shocked to see a pretty much Xenoverse 2 still getting love. Like I thought that game would have been getting forgotten, but no.
Yeah.
Still-
especially with now Sparking Zero.
Yeah.
I will
carrying
say,
it.
Xenoverse. I will say, I played Xenoverse 2 when it came out on PlayStation 4. It was
Yeah.
actually pretty good.
Oh, it is. Yeah, but it was like a
I
kind of
had
a
a good
light
time with
MMO.
it.
I
Yeah.
prefer single player to MMO, but yeah, I'm still shocked that still got love because they came out like never played DBZ game since.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, I see a game at the very end of May. That's I followed along with Nightmare Card.
What's that
So
about?
this is made by I think her name is Bunlith on Twitter and Blue Sky, but this was Bloodborne cards.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Unfortunately, FromSoft was like, yeah, you can't do Bloodborne characters, and so she's like, got it, and so she remade it and turned it into Nightmare Card, and it released on the 31st. It's awesome.
It is. I got it immediately on the night it released. It released. I was pissing. I was shitting. I was just everything. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, if you love like N64 graphics, like it is super retro styled, and it is so good.
Shout out,
It is a racing game.
I get
Yeah.
some shit.
Shout out. Sorry, go ahead.
I get some shit because Elon Musk deserves all the hate he gets, but I'm like, I do like the Cybertruck, and they're like, fucking why? I'm like, because it's an N64 car come to life.
No,
Yes.
it's just one car.
It's a paperweight of a vehicle.
I remember telling Tilly, like when I went to San Angelo for a convention.
Yeah.
I sent Tilly a DM on Twitter, or not Twitter, but Discord. I was like, Tilly, I just saw a Cybertruck out in the wild.
I've seen like 3 of them. They're starting to get custom skins. I don't know how to feel.
She was laughing. I was like, I never saw one out in the wild. This is a first for me.
Oh yeah, I took a pictures of it and everything out. But now people come into my store now regularly.
I live. I mean, people already know I'm an Austin creator, so the fact that I drive past the Tesla Gigafactory pretty often.
Yeah.
I am so used to seeing Cybertrucks everywhere, and I'm just kind of like, I am desensitized at this point.
I rode a Tesla car.
Oh, okay. Tesla car is different. I've ridden them before. It feels like you're in the future. I think they're kind of cool. Tesla Model truck though, different story. Different story.
You can't imagine the price tag.
Oh my god, yeah.
Moving on to June, the gay month. Let's see here.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space is one of my favorites. Yeah.
I love this movie, and I will always love this movie. I still say it is the king of B movies. It will never be stopped.
I'm right there with you.
If I have a chance to, if I see Killer Clowns from Outer Space on TV, I will sit there and I'll watch it. I know exactly what's going to happen, but I'll still watch it, enjoy every single minute of it. But I will admit, I was a little disappointed that it became a Dead by Daylight clone.
Oh, I love it being an isometric horror.
Well, it was actually kind of interesting because it's not just one killer; it's like 3 clowns versus like 8 people, which I thought was kind of neat. It's kind of like when they did the Chainsaw game.
I prefer that. I prefer that over Dead by Daylight. More killers, more killers, and more survivors makes it more interesting.
It makes it more entertaining. Yeah.
And I can't remember if the clowns have different abilities. I think they do, depending on
I think they do. Like one of them has like a charm. I can't remember. I mostly have been watching like the Salt Raiders play it, stuff like Kaif and whatnot.
Like, I remember watching some of the V Shoujo girls play it. And they're like, they look like they're having a blast with it. And I'm sitting here, it's like, this is like when I was a kid again watching this movie. You know, it's just pure insanity, just laughing your ass off the whole time.
If I remember correctly, I think the only flaw to the game and the reason why a lot of its fan base has kind of dropped off is that they didn't update the game frequently. I think that was the only.
It's failing because it didn't get the care for updates and tweaks and what needed to be.
Yeah, one done release, I guess.
But
pretty much.
I've heard. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's still the thing. But the Texas Chainsaw game, it kind of fell into the same pattern.
Yeah, I felt that.
Same with Friday the 13th game.
Also, that Evil Dead game from last year.
Well,
that too.
Well, the Friday the 13th game. Yeah, that one that got hit because that was copyright issues.
Oh, that one was also copyright
Oh
issues.
yeah.
Okay.
Watch the
Yeah.
what happened. That's a tragic. Basically, yeah, it's like
Mhm.
like the movie studios are like you were arguing over who owns Jason and stuff like that. And while this trial's going on, they're not allowed to push any new content. And that
Yep.
trial's been going on for
Um,
like 8 years now. So
It's
the
been
game
going
died.
long,
Yeah.
yeah.
which is sad because I love
Oh,
Jason. Like Jason and
Mhm.
Leatherface are my two favorite horror icons.
Yeah.
hmm
And I didn't know that there was a Friday the 13th. Or no, you said Friday the 13th. My mind, when you said that, my mind thought Nightmare on Elm Street. But I did
Mhm.
like that they had uh minus Jason, a lot of the movie slashers come to Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. What ones they could acquire? Because like the Skull Merchant was originally supposed to be Predator, but they could never get the licensing.
Yep.
So Skull
And
Merchant.
Leatherface got taken off the store because of the Friday the 13th game.
Yep.
But
Still
they
got mine.
did say if you already owned Jason prior to this, you get to keep them.
Yeah, I
Yep,
still got
exactly.
mine. Woo.
Not Jason, but Leatherface.
Leatherface, yeah.
I still say Leatherface had some of the most busted abilities.
Yeah.
And I see June also had a lot of RPG love. We got some Octopath Traveler releases, some
Mhm.
some Monster Hunter stuff, and then we had
Shin Megami Tensei 5.
yeah, and also
Mhm.
Bait Katos. I cannot believe that got love.
Right? Yeah.
Have you heard the voice acting in that game?
I think I might have tried to drink away the memory.
I was
But
about to say I this
it's
game on.
you should look up just the cutscene because like basically it sounds like they recorded the audio in a fishbowl. There literally is like
Oh
a bubbling echo
no.
to it.
Oh no.
Hey,
Honey.
how you doing today? Yeah.
Another game that's on this list I saw a friend of mine play was Backpack Hero.
What's it called?
Backpack Hero.
Oh.
I did see that for a second.
It's like it's a roguelike and everything, but you basically have to play as the hero a rat. But basically you have to you gather different items throughout the dungeon, and you have to make them fit in your pack, and you pick whatever weapon you need to in for the fights, and eventually you can get a bigger bag and start getting better and better weapons. It was quite charming and kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie, and it was like, okay, I could see this game kind of getting a little bit of a population, and then it just kind of petered off from what I heard.
Say a lot of these are like that. It's like, oh wow, I forget that these came out this year.
And it's Xenoblade Tensei 5 Vengeance. I'm like, one day I'll play the OG, and then I'll play the Vengeance expansion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, speaking
Yeah.
of 5, here's Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance.
That's what we'd say.
That's
Oh,
just said that.
I thought you were talking about Metal Gear Revengeance.
No.
Oh, remember? I remember me and Tilly were kind of laughing at this game just because of the name, the hashtag Blood.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Blood. Yeah.
Dude, we were laughing at the name of the title. We're like, what the fuck is going on?
Let's see here. Elden Ring DLC.
They are dream.
I will never I'll never hate that little bit. Just how smarmy he was with that.
Yeah.
Just Elden Ring DLC. He's like, I see what you're doing, and I vibe with it. I'm gonna play too.
Yeah, and still one of the classier moves that Square Enix kind of did for that of Yoshi P being like, you get 1 week. 1 week, we will delay Dawn Trail for 1 week.
I swear
he was like, definitely playing.
Oh yeah, I guarantee he's playing as soon as that DLC was released.
Yep, exactly.
Running. He's like, they're like, sir, we need you to direct this game, or we need you to keep on working. Bullshit!
No.
I'm taking a week off to play Elden Ring. But sir, I said what I said.
He cry chopped this phone in half. Yes.
Oh yeah. I did.
Let's see here, but yeah, Beyond Good and Evil, the 20th anniversary edition.
Yes.
I remember that.
Okay. Good game. I don't know if I'll be alive when the sequel comes out. But...
I don't think any of us will.
Yeah, no, I don't think any of us will.
Oh yeah, Super Monkey Ball, Banana Rumble.
Yep, I'm not a big fan of monkeys, but this game looks charming.
Mm-hmm.
The whole game was just absolute charming, but it was goofy as hell.
Yeah, it's super goofy.
So glad Luigi's Mansion 2 HD came out, because that was just an awkward way, because like it's a trilogy, but you need a handheld for the middle game.
Yep.
Yeah. Ugh. But at least now we have it on the Switch.
Yeah.
And
Happy and free.
Spy Anya, Operation Memories.
That was an adorable looking game.
It was adorable. I loved it.
Now leaving June, the gay month, to on to July. Dawn Trail.
Yep.
Dawn Trail.
The first, I didn't play Dawn Trail. I dropped off at the end of Endwalker.
Dawn Trail's cool. Like a lot of people don't like it because the Warrior of Light is no longer really the main focus.
Yeah.
The supporting character, which I actually like because it's like, no, at the end of Endwalker, we saved the world. We're fucking tired.
Yeah, it's like I'm done. I'm gonna sit on a beach and relax for a little bit.
Exactly. It's like, all right, now this NPC is now the main character for this arc. Cool. And we are here to fully support them. We're still in every scene. We still show up, but every now and again it's like we just take that half step back and let the character grow.
Yeah, like even Frog got the fuck off for a little while.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it wouldn't be. We would have to be in the cutscene, because we're kind of the character.
Yeah, we're kind of the character, but yeah, it's the fact that like
we're taking a step back to the sidelines.
Exactly. Yeah, Lamati got to be forward, or Wukalamat. There's her full proper name.
But
yeah, she got to be at the front.
Oh yeah, and boo to the haters because she was trans, the voice actress.
I just heard one of the things, like her character was like the character herself was just an insufferable brat, but that's one thing that was a thing I heard.
Yeah, they had to redo some lines because some of the original voice direction wasn't terribly great, but yeah, she wasn't exactly an insufferable brat. Her character is very naive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not spoiled, just more kind of. Yeah.
It's gonna be queen. At least have some confidence, though. So.
Oh yeah,
there's a line between confidence and arrogance.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also,
yes.
At least they had direction, unlike Concord.
Yeah.
I will say, I did play the first Ascended as well.
Yeah.
It's very
It's
repetitive,
okay.
but it's not a bad little run and gunner.
Yeah, I would say it's a run and gunner, so it's gonna end up becoming very repetitive, very grindy.
Oh, yeah.
Again, that's welcome to it. I've been playing Warframe for years.
Yeah. Another one that
it is what the Gooner's been loving. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, I do like it, but every character is different, has different elements to their abilities, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot to mention earlier, but Wuthering Waves, how we want to pronounce that, came out, and Godzilla Zone Zero. So we got two gacha game, Genshin contenders here.
Yep. Yeah, so Wuthering Waves is the closest contender for Genshin. Zenless Zone Zero is made by the same company as Genshin. So Wuthering Waves is open world. Its combat system is actually one of my favorites for that style, that open world adventure stuff, because there was a really complex system for creating sub powers via certain spirits you capture and stuff like that. That made it phenomenal. That being said, if you were to play it, do not play it in English.
Oh,
really?
Please put it in Japanese or Chinese. The English voice direction was given no direction. And it is, you can tell, because the entire voice cast just sounds like they're dead inside because they weren't told how to act.
Oh, no.
And the company also does some of the long-winded Chinese-style storytelling, so you will be stuck sometimes 15 minutes with a character just pontificating at you. And it's just like, cool, this could have been 2 minutes. But yeah, the gameplay is amazing, but yeah, just don't play it in English and you will have a much better time. Again, keep all the text in English, just don't let the voice acting kick in English. As for Zenless Zone Zero, do you want to feel like a hot mess? Not everyone's hot, but everyone's pretty. and it covers all sorts of things, furry stuff like that. This is more played like Honkai Impact the Third, or like little instances where you just artfully kick the shit out of things, and it's very silly.
Well,
I heard it's got a lot of brain rot.
It's got a lot of brain rot. It does not take itself seriously at all. If you've seen any of the animations for this, they've literally let the creative team go nuts in the best way. Yeah, but it is a gacha game. At the end of the day, both of these are gachas. Brace your wallet. Don't do it. Don't pay money if you don't have to. Like, don't give in to the gambling.
I was gonna say there was one character that was literally hot, which was Bernice.
Yeah.
There.
Oh yeah, hot, a bit crazy.
I love her.
There's so many hot characters, because also like Caesar is very pretty. Yanagi is gorgeous. Miyabi is cute as well. Like, and then like some of the male characters are great too. Like Ben is this big humanoid bear, and it's like, oh look, a big strong muscle daddy, cool. And then like Cohen, just everybody's furry awakening if you weren't already a furry.
Which one was he?
Wolfman.
Yeah, with the eye covered and everything.
Yep. Yeah. Like Cohen of Victoria Housekeeping Mercenary Company.
I'm honestly, I'll be real with you. When it came to this game, I swore myself I'll never play a gacha game. I'll never fucking play a gacha game. And then I am proud of myself that I did not spend a fucking penny on this game. But am I crushed that I didn't get Jane? That I didn't get my precious rat queen? Yes, I am devastated. Stop asking me.
Yeah, Jane was so cool. Like, again, the character story writing in Zenless Zone Zero knocks both Genshin and Honkai out of the water.
It does. I prefer the story.
Same.
That I really liked her appearance was I don't know her name, but she was the shark girl.
Oh, that's Ellen Jo.
Yeah, I liked her character design.
Yeah, she's really awesome and fun. Her weapon is a set of hedge trimmers, or a branch cutter, technically.
Yeah, I played. I got dropped Genshin as soon as like that race swapping controversy.
Yeah.
And let's see, what's the other? I think the only gacha game I would play again is Azure Lane. And
I was
probably like one of the lewdest of the game. Like,
I
wasn't really concentrating on that part, but like, but yeah.
Yeah, it's got some lewdness, like it in Nikkei, but both of those have really great gameplay that keep them engaging, and that's kind of where Zenless is too. It's so artsy in a way that it actually can keep your engagement pretty well if you just stick to it, but at the same time, still some gacha games you drop off after a while, or you just get tired of like grinding, which is fair, because I've not played Nikkei for a couple months because I just got tired of grinding.
I want to get back to ZZZ at some point. I'm just kind of I'm waiting for a new Going fan to come into my computer before I get back into it. But I will say I will fucking brag. I like the little arcade style mini games. I am actually top 1% in the what was it, the dog one that goes you have to keep going down 1% in that, and I think I'm in top 5, or no, I can't double check. I think I'm either top 5 or top 1% for the other game they released for it.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is calling myself failure, but I'm in the top 1% of the Huni Papa Cheap.
Bitch, how dare you teach me? Fucking teach me.
Yeah, like 1.9% of people was able to get the romance all the girls in like 18 days or less. So it's like I do like the direct route to do it all, you know.
Yeah.
Really got the fast pass.
She got the fast pass. They know how to fucking they know how to talk to anime women. That's what they know how to do.
Exactly.
but like how many are in your harem though? That's the real question. How many VTubers are in your harem?
The correct answer is yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Like nowadays I swap my bitches out for slugs. It's just let's see here. Speaking of bitches, Dungeons of Hinterberg, which is decent. And then I Flintlock, the Siege of Dawn. That was the Soulsborne game I'm actually good at.
Ooh, nice.
But yeah, it's definitely got like a Dark Souls-esque like vibe world to it and everything. And got like a little critter. You got like the flintlock guns. Got little mini games to it. Like it's a pretty decent game. Sometimes it's a little hard to get, a little easy to get lost, but other than that though, yeah.
I mean, in your defense, it's very easy to get lost in a Souls game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say it was like my second, my number 2 game of the year.
Understandable. Let's see, Teenage Mutant.
Oh no, go ahead.
I just saw Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate.
Yeah.
Which that was a fun roguelike.
Here's one. Here's one that me and Tilly made fun of. The game that we never thought would come to see the light of day fully released. 7 Days to Die.
Oh yeah,
Oh my
we made fun
God.
of a lot.
Like, it's fun. I've played 7 Days. It's a lot of fun. But damn it, that fucking development time.
I think
It's-
that was the birth of Grandpa Slug.
Yep, that was the Grandpa Slug.
It's been 84 years.
I'm finally here, kids. Grandpa, people have been playing you for 10 years. Yeah, but I'm finally released, bitches.
After 10,000 years, free at last.
It's here. Why am I July 5th? I don't think so.
Let's see.
But let's see here. Next one for me, I guess. Scrolling through, not too much else in July for me.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, like a lot of a lot of Japanese stuff.
I didn't get a whole lot of new games this year, on truth be told, or games that were released this year.
A ton of games.
Yeah.
I like. To be honest, big for me. Especially in the summer, going into the Octoberish. Like once we got to November, it fell off. But
exactly.
From like June to through October, my wallet was dead.
I did. There was one game I did get, only because I made a bet with someone that I would get through the damn thing, and I did one. It was Mortuary Assistant.
Yeah, I just saw that came to consoles in August.
But I played it on my PC, and one of my buddies were like, "I bet you can't play this," and I was like, "Fucking bet!" And they bought it for me.
So scary.
I laughed my ass off at the whole damn thing. Like, every time, like, one of my friends would get jump scared, I would just look at the screen and was like, "Can I help you?" And I'd be, like, one of them was like one of the ghosts kind of peeking around a corner. I'm like, "Sir, we're not open."
Braver than me.
It was just one of those things. Like, I saw some of the gameplay footage of it, and it looked interesting. And the first night I failed, but I was also not really given any direction by my buddies. And I was like, and I was just like, "What the fuck is this?" And every time, they'd watch me stream it on Discord, and something would happen, and I'd hear them screaming. I'd be like, "Ma'am, we're not open." And like the part where Grandma is like tapping on the window, it's like, "Oh, Grandma, did you bring me my money? No? Well, get back out there and make my cookies. I'm hungry."
Oh my God.
I was just like taking the entire piss out of the game.
Yeah.
And one time I was just like, the first night I was like, "I'm gonna speed run this," and and my buddy's like, "What do you mean?" The first spot after when you're the first night you're there, I just take the first body I see, put it in the furnace. I'm like, "Let's see what happens."
Oh dear. Oh yeah, August is when Concord came out.
Yeah.
August 23rd to September 1st.
I found the thumbnail.
Oh yeah, what do you got? Let me hold on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Right, that also came out in August, right? One of the other video game awards, big representations, Black Myth Wukong.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I was wondering we were gonna get to that one.
I have yet to play. I haven't played it, but
same.
I've seen a couple.
Same.
I've seen a couple playthroughs of it, and I remember.
It looks wonderful.
Oh, it looks so good. It looks hard. Like the boss that stuck with me that I saw was like the giant werebear that controlled fire. I was like, this thing is so fucking metal. I love it.
Yeah. I still need to finish this game that also came out towards the end of August, Gundam Breaker 4. One of their more like E for everyone titles. Less war crimes, more tee fun models. Under the gunplay addict. Yeah, there's me.
And yeah, you know me, I'll never touch Black Myth Wukong because one, I hate monkeys. Two, I don't like Soulsborns. And three, I heard it was a little sexist. But mostly the first one. First two reasons.
I keep on forgetting that you don't like monkeys.
Yeah, like monkeys to me are like spiders to you. You know.
I mean, fair.
Okay, you have a phobia to them. Okay.
It's not
Interesting.
no, it's not like a fierce thing. I just never liked them whatsoever.
I was going to say, if it's a fear thing, I understand completely because I've seen what they can do to people.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
I wish I could punch one in the face, but then I would not survive.
Yeah.
They'd be like, "Oh, we're doing this now."
Yeah, and yeah, no, yeah, like my mom liked the monkeys a lot. I just never liked it whatsoever. I never saw the appeal.
Understandable.
And once again, Ape Escape's one of those games where I become the Gremlin Tilly. Yeah.
Yep.
True. Ape Escape is just a different creature in itself.
I'm like, come here, little
That has a bad thing.
Come here, That's Gremlin Tilly.
Chasing their
Exactly.
I think it's cute.
Speaking of out of the world shenanigans, another game that was in the same vein was Squirrel with a Gun.
I was looking at that, just like, what in the goat simulator is this?
Oh, it is magical, is what it is.
Oh, so disappointed with it.
I know you were upset with it, but
yeah, this is a Slug Tilly game.
Yeah, when I first heard about it and I saw gameplay footage of that, I immediately sent the footage to Tilly. I was like, "This is Slug," and I was like, "And you cannot convince me otherwise." And then she's like, "I'm not even going to."
Oh.
But yeah, it's just the controls are so jank. You
know, okay.
Like you can tell it's an indie person who made this.
Okay, yeah. Was it on purpose, like I Am Bread, or?
Well, I mean, I get like the guns would have weight to like you fired like recoil like a motherfucker, but like aiming and the camera's not right. It just for someone who plays like a lot of 3D platformers, especially AAA 3D platformers, like this is like underdeveloped if you ask me.
Yeah,
fair.
It needed some tighter controls, and if it had that, I imagine it worldwide hit.
Like when a game in 2024 doesn't even have windowed mode, that's when you're dealing with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Whenever I told you about Black Myth breaking records on Steam release.
Yeah. Let's see here. But like,
and
then game that only I ever cared. I think I was the only one who bought it was Dustborn.
Okay.
Which like, hell
see,
yeah, sweet baby glove.
Yeah. Let's see. Ubisoft's one win for the year, Star Wars Outlaws.
Oh yeah, I thought that was a pretty decent game.
Yeah, it's also got quite a community for it.
I forgot you made that. You made that picture for a squirrel with a gun, Tilly.
Yeah, very accurate.
I love this thumbnail. I fucking love it.
Yeah.
That picture of Slug just staring at you still gives me nightmares.
Menacingly.
It had to mirror the squirrel on the right, but yeah.
I'm still mad at you for that one, Tilly.
Oh.
She sent me that the picture of that at 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
I was dead asleep. She sends me that and it's like, I'll watch him. He can steal his Reese's cups. And the next picture is Slug Tilly with a bag of Reese's minis over her head. She's like, I got it. Let's go. I get up at 5:30 in the morning to get up and around for work. And I see that and I was like, I messaged her. It's like, what the fuck are you on? I was dead asleep, woman.
I'm on Trollium.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Tilly is constantly on Trollium.
And then when Guild Wars 2 had their expansion, which like I keep forgetting you are still alive.
I'm
Guild Wars 2 got an update. What?
Like,
yeah, another expansion. Yeah.
Well, I think the reason why they're still around is because they're free to play.
It's like I think about the first 3 expansions, but now they're like expansion 6. I'm like, dang, I keep forgetting about you. This is
you're still around.
Here's one that me and Tilly enjoyed: Space Marine 2.
Yeah, I was just looking at that too.
Oh, let's got the Raynar Parade real quick.
Holy.
What's up?
The War of N.
Oh God! Don't remind me of War Within.
But then, okay, but hey, if you like Castlevania, we got a new collection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we just gotta get the PS2 games on a collection. Yeah, Thomas collection, pretty good. Let's see, yeah. Okay.
A Satisfactory exit beta this year.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I saw you playing that last night.
Oh God! I saw
Gee, I wonder who those three were.
I just saw the Memento Moria, the Abandoned Netherland.
Yeah.
And my mind autocorrected the Memento Morons, the Abandoned Neverland. I was like, we didn't do anything. Oh wait, never mind.
Let's see. Yeah.
I hate when my brain autocorrects.
Yeah, understandable though.
Oh yeah, and let's see. So got the picture.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Ace Attorney got another game.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and earlier this year, I think that was in February, was the Apollo Justice trilogy. I think came to PC.
Yeah, this one was Investigations Collection.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, that was in September.
16 came to PC, or Final Fantasy 16 came to PC. Finally, someday I'll get it and then try to play it. Just because I want to look at Clive.
We'll sing the praises of Satisfactory to the fucking heavens and back.
Oh, yeah, I was to say, yeah, Pollen Nature and I are currently trying to automate Fixmas, the Christmas event, because it's going to like the 18th of January, so.
Nice.
Yeah, must get all the Christmas things just for fun. We already got a Christmas nuke on Christmas Day on our advent calendar. It's like, oh dear.
It's like, how could this get any scarier? Oh, shit.
I'm gonna take this out to the jungles where everything's trying to kill us.
And this game came out too.
Oh
Ancient
yeah.
mythology. Oh shit, retold.
Yeah.
Right.
Me and Tilly were actually looking forward to this.
I just want Barry like trolling thumbnails. It's like want to buy his PNG.
Yeah, me and Tilly were actually kind of excited when we saw this because we were like, "Oh fuck, let's fucking go!" And then
Oh
I
yeah.
had to break my heart and saying, "Hey, you want to buy a PNG? What? Yeah, Age of
Oh,
Mythology PNGs.
it's just that's gross. Boo.
Yeah, it's like it's a 25-year-old game now to release a new DLC, which just replaces the PNG photos in the in-game portraits.
Oh, fuck off.
Well.
Like if they would have made them unlockables, I guarantee it would not have kicked up a stink.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's a shame.
Go ahead and gush about Space Marine 2.
Oh, my boys, the lads. Oh, that game is so much fun. I will always.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a real fun trip.
And I'm so happy like they've let you customize your armor to look like some of the lesser known chapters and everything.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, both you and Nature being Kakaradons.
Yep, me and Nature being
the Shark Boys.
Tilly over here going through every chapter.
What do you already cover?
Skittles Marine.
I was half expecting Tilly to make a Skittles Marine. I am not gonna lie.
I was like, Talon did that once.
I kind of like that, yeah.
I can't figure that shit out, so you're lucky.
But they when they did release the seasons, basically, you know, with the Ultramarines at the get go, and then now the traitorous Dark Angels. I did whenever it got released, and I know a lot of people were mad about it because the pre-order bonus was the Crux Terminus, Cauldron, and then the McCrag bolt pistol and chainsword. I did have a little bit of extra scratch whenever I saw it, so I got one for myself, and I did get one for Tilly.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, now I got by that Dark Angels DLC. I'm like, whatever. I don't have $10 at the moment, but.
Well, I mean, I think the Dark Angel's armor itself for like the bulwark is free.
I remember something we got to pay for. We'll see.
Yeah, there's always something to pay for.
Yeah.
I have to check it these days, unfortunately.
Yeah, and that's the bad thing. That's the bad thing about games nowadays. Oh, you want to play a game? Okay, here, pay us money. Okay, cool. You bought the game. We appreciate it. Here's the game. Have fun with it. Hey, we're gonna
Mhm.
come back in about 6 to 8 months, and you want to buy some more shit? Like, I do like what they did with Speed Freaks, where they're
Yeah.
like, hey, this is a support the devs bundle. It's basically saying, hey, you want to support us? Here's some. Give us a little bit of extra scratch, because this game is free, and
Mhm.
by doing so, you get some cool stuff. You know, you get a little squig pole, some treads, some wheels, and
Mhm.
so
Yeah,
I was
basically pulling a Deep Rock Galactic type thing, which is
yeah,
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think.
I was for it.
Exactly, yeah, same.
Let's see. Live Pop Chainsaw Repop. Which
Yep.
Yeah,
who's surprised
Oh
to see
yeah.
Astropod.
It,
Yeah.
it was nice. I just wish they did a better job with the cutscenes again, because some things just weren't fully animated. Some things were just kind of stills.
Yeah.
No, that's a
Mhm.
shame.
Oh yeah, I heard
Well, I
they.
know that some.
Go on.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
So I know they couldn't reuse some of the songs and they had to tone down some of the violence. I'm not sure if they toned down sexuality or not.
I know like some of the cutscenes in there are kind of based off comic books, where it's
Yeah.
the moving still frame from like what make
Mhm.
it look like a comic book. But yeah, from what I saw, like some of the animations and everything, it was like they were kind of stiff, and some of them were fluid, but it was just kind of a mixed bag whenever it happened.
Yeah.
Sticks and fluids. Yep, that's Live Pop Chainsaw.
Yep.
Let's
Say,
see. FS16 has re-release to not a lot of fanfare.
Which one was
yeah.
that?
Final Fantasy 16.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, releasing on PC. It's like, I'll play it eventually, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
eh.
Thought this was gonna
Let-
be their return to form. Like, we'll make up those sales from the PS5 exclusive. Like, nope.
Probably not. Yeah. Let's see. Horror gamers will be ate pretty well in September because we got both mouthwashing and Zoocosis.
And Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster.
Yeah, and
I
Rising, yeah.
I've seen Zoocosis, and I want to try it only because it's like Lovecraftian monstrosity
Oh,
walking
oh,
around.
exactly, yeah. And then mouthwashing is just mindfuckery. It is so unnerving and just how crazy it seems. Like, it feels like you're delving into madness. But yeah, Zoocosis looks amazing. Just remember, if streaming it, make sure to have the nudity filter on, because there are naked people.
No,
I,
no.
I do
They're
remember,
with bits all out.
I do remember hearing something about a debacle happening with mouthwashing. Like someone made some fan art of it, and then I guess
Oh yes, I was
Mhm.
wondering when we're going to be getting into mouthwashing.
like from the outside looking in, from what I heard, it was like someone made some fan art and it got around, and someone put it on like Asmongold's Twitter, and he reacted to it, and
Uh,
well,
that's a shame.
from what I saw, he was like, "Oh, this looks pretty cool. I'll have to check it out." And then I guess an art guy or one of the devs or something got mad that Asmongold found out about it, and he's like, "Oh, now they found out about it. Now I don't even want to work on it or something along them lines." I can't. It was basically throwing a fit when getting free
Yeah.
advertisement.
The same situation applies. The same thing what happened with Wicked earlier this year. I don't understand how developers and people working on the games can't just appreciate a fan edit. It's not harming anyone. It's not doing
Yeah.
anything bad. Because same rules apply to that person that made the Wicked edit, and it looked closer to like the Broadway musical, production.
Yeah.
And I thought all you had to do is just either acknowledge it and move on, or say, "Oh, that's cool," and then that's it. But
anyways, yeah.
but
Don't
because
Damn,
but
a hornet's nest.
yeah, other than
Yeah.
because one, it did give them more publicity. So at least that's the only positive out of it, I guess. But no, mouthwashing, I swear to God, was such a fun game. Unfortunately, it's
Yeah.
one of those games where I don't see myself playing it all the time. It's more of
Yeah.
it's one of those games where it's like it tells a really really great story, and I heard it's being nominated for a Steam Award because of it.
Mhm.
It's honestly one of my favorite games to come out this year for storytelling and ambience. And again, I am a slut for low poly games. So to see a low poly game like this come out was really fun. I love it. I don't want to get too much into its story because it really is a heavy story driven game. And the cool thing about it is you can beat the game in like one stream. It's not like it's not long. It's not a long game.
Yeah.
But it was, I don't know. I liked it. I genuinely liked everything about it.
And,
I mean, go ahead.
No, I was gonna change the subject.
Oh, I was just gonna say it's just I don't know, like kind of piggybacking off what Asterix is going off. It's like it's one of those things. This is free advertising.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, a lot of times, free advertisement it's good. And from what I saw, like the art was like really well made and credited and everything. And from what I saw, it was like pretty good. And then I heard about the whole shitstorm that happened. It was like, why are you throwing a fit? You're getting free advertisement, bro.
I think it's because they all get lumped into that whole like we fixed it art argument,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I get
And
it.
I hate that I fixed it. No, you're butchering it. Quit doing that.
Yeah. That's why I don't like playing a lot of with game mods because like it's not how the game's originally meant to be played. And so I just like when people like play like say like Lethal Company with all the mods on like like I'm like I can't. Sorry.
Like if I put mods on a game, the only thing I'm really doing is putting in like a quality of life stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just one of those things. Like that's the only reason I'd have to mod the game. Like on Baldur's Gate, like where one of the mods I got where barrels would stack instead of taking individual slots in your inventory. Or it was just simple stuff like that. It's just like just quality of life. That's all I really do.
Yeah. And but I feel like killing kids. Frostpunk 2 came out.
Oh
yeah,
no!
That's segue.
Freeze them all. Put them to work in the trenches.
Yeah. Wait, how many kids? 93. That was Bricky, wasn't it? Yeah, that was a Bricky clip.
Yeah.
Your kid is 10. Oh, they get to go work in the coal mines.
The mines with them.
Oh no! Basically, I think he had kids working in some kind of tunnel or something, and apparently there was some kind of incident that they had like basically it was either like shut off the gas to get the kids out safely, but if we do that, we lose up to 50% of our gas production. And he's like, well, I guess Timmy's not coming home, and they said you lost 90-something children. Like he was not expecting that stream.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh
that
man.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. But yeah, Frostpunk and Frostpunk 2 are both amazing games.
I played a little bit of Frostpunk 1. Dear God, that game is hard.
Oh yeah, it is difficult as shit, but again, the world's freezing.
It kind of reminds me of Banished that came out a couple of years ago. It's one of those games. It's a city builder game, and there's no combat, no trading whatsoever. Oh, I guess there's a little bit of trading because the ship will come down to you have a dock built.
Yeah.
But it's basically make this medieval town survive and thrive. And you could actually have like tornadoes hit and everything, and then you have to deal with the changing of the seasons. You don't want to progress too slow because then you're not going to have the resources to survive. But if you expand too fast, you're not going to have the people to be able to do stuff that need to. So you got to have that balancing game of progression and saving up materials to be able to survive. And it's fucking hard.
Yeah, it is. It is difficult. Wow, man. God.
And it is one of my favorite thumbnails. But. Or that's that astronaut meme.
Oh yeah. Yep, I remember that.
Always sucked.
Always has been.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, here. Get
Start big, return to form here. Starfield is actually a good game. No, it's not.
And,
You gotta get the game credit, okay? The thing about space, it's vast, it's very large, and there's a lot of nothing to do. This game did a good job at bringing that to life.
Well,
Whee!
Well,
just...
yes, but no. But
A lot of nothing. I mean, I'm emphasizing a lot of nothing to do because from
Yeah.
what it's
Mhm.
from what I understand, from what I've seen in the game, it's just a lot of very repetitive. There's a lot of repetition to it, and there's no fast travel, right? Is there no fast
I
travel?
think there is fast travel, but the world, this universe is so damn fucking huge, and
Yeah.
and it's like you feel like no progression. Cause that's I like to explore all locations, but they're constantly spawning new locations and stuff like that. Like I can't keep track of the maps. So, like game felt so overwhelming.
Yep.
Mhm.
And I
That's
think
what I heard.
Joe said best. Like it's not Ubisoft. Bethesda's biggest game, but
Bethesda?
it feels like its smallest game.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, because every planet was like, or like you have. It makes you think, oh, I could explore this whole planet. No, you get to explore a little bit of a block of a planet,
Yeah,
and
I
there's no
mean,
Yeah.
and there's no aliens.
yeah, because I was
Like the
like.
only aliens you see are the wildlife.
I landed on a planet, and like, oh, my pockets are full. Got to head back to the ship to offload. As soon as I got land back down. Why is the map different? It's like so. There's like no way for me to mark my progression. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if I do play it again, I'm just gonna stick with the main story and only do side stuff if I need to level up.
I've watched the Spiffing break that game a couple times already.
Yeah.
Um,
October had a lot of good stuff. Like I was already sifting through.
I got a little bit of hell only because I love the universe, but the Vessel of Hatred was released in October.
Ooh,
Start-
okay.
I had a good time with Vessel of Hatred. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I was a little weird with the new class. Like, don't we already have a druid? Yeah, but
Well, they're more of a martial art or spiritual martial artist and everything, and it was like, well, this is like a replacement for the monk. It's like, well, this one you get to invoke the spirits of animals, and I'm like,
that's true.
The
okay,
druid.
yeah. I was just like, okay, so you're mixing monk and druid together, okay. And then I actually played it, and I was like, okay, this shit's absolutely fucking broken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like like the monk looked over at that fickle druid over there, like let's make a baby, and that's what we play as.
Yeah.
But it's Diablo. It's gonna be decent. It's gonna have
Yeah.
complainers, but
Yeah.
so
I mean, what game won't have complainers?
yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Fucking Till Dawn's PC remasters release.
Yep.
Fucking
Yeah.
crashes every time I pause the game.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah.
But then right below that is Silent Hill 2 coming to
Woo-hoo.
Windows and PS5.
Yep.
Yeah, love that game.
Which has been an explosive success. Yeah, I'm glad that remake has done so well.
I'm just happy. Like of all the things that could have gone wrong with how the Silent Hill franchise has been handled over the past couple of years, I'm very very happy that this did not fail. And I'm just like, thank you, please, thank you.
Thank you.
I remember, I think it was Tilly. You were telling me about it that they kind of slimmed down what's her name's face.
No,
to where she didn't
it's still the same. I might have got my hands on. I might have bootleg the remaster or the re-release, and it's still there.
Yeah,
But, basically, Angela's face is the only thing I don't like. But other than that, they did everything. The other 99% of the game is good.
It looks like she ate a fistful of bees, and they all stung like side of her face, and I'm just like,
and with the eyebrows, I thought she looked like fucking Nixon from Futurama.
Like, I am not a crook.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was really our only complaint about it from what we saw. I was like, just slim her face down a little bit. Don't make it look like she just got out of a boxing match with Mike Tyson and everything.
Yeah.
And then you're golden.
But yeah, like we did the voice cast really well. Cause I never beat Silent Hill 2 original, but my sisters played that to death. So as soon as I heard the voice acting, I'm like, oh shit, this is the level up. Yeah, because I heard those cutscenes all the time because my sister's playing them. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very well done. I like the story. How it touches some really touchy subjects you can't really talk about.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, you can talk about them. It's just you got to do it in the right company.
Yeah. And it's
Yeah.
how do you say how do you say to your friends like, hey guys, I'm kind of frustrated by my wife because she's on chemotherapy. Like, what do you say to your friend when he says that? You know?
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck are you on?
Yeah.
Why do you suddenly feel daggers coming out of everyone's eyes?
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, God, that
Oh
Amber
God,
Isle came out as well, which was really great for if you like little cozy dinosaur stuff.
I didn't even know this came out. Darksiders 2, Death Initiative. Death
Definitive, yeah. That's
well,
really hard to fucking say.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Death Initiative edition. I didn't know that got a re-release. That's actually kind of
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, that's great for it. And yeah, let's see.
The Darksiders series, from what I heard, prior to 3, 1 and 2 were great. 3 kind of fell off the wagon from what I heard.
Yeah, that's
I get it.
yeah. But yes, a lot of people didn't, which a shame. But again, I like Mass Effect 3 because I was like, yeah, that's a Hamlet ending. But let's see, Metaphor with Fantasio came out in October as well.
We didn't skip that then. Also, with Darksiders, I was like, why is Raph? He looks like he's a big, Gears of War guy, but his head's so tiny.
Head's so small, yeah.
Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero. I know I'm
Yeah,
saying it wrong on purpose.
Sparkling, right? Yes.
It's
sparkling.
That one took over the fighting game scene.
It really did.
Highest sold or highest played fighting game at one time now.
I might actually I need to give the game a chance. I know what I said earlier about me and my relationship with fighting games, but it's Dragon Ball, and I'm gonna be real with you. The title of the game is so silly to me because I hear the name Sparkling Zero, but I keep imagining a giant. It's like I keep thinking it's a Sprite commercial mashup with Dragon Ball because there's a sparkling 0-calorie Sprite, also Dragon Ball Z soda. Yeah. So I kept thinking that's all I kept thinking of when I'm like, yeah, Sparkling Zero. Like, you stop talking about soda and talk to me about Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
As my brain just went like just moified Vegeta. He's sparkling.
He's sparkling.
Why is it called so angry? It's called Zero. Yeah. So.
The bad thing is, anytime I think of a drink, and thank you, Team 4-Star, for putting this in my brain, it's like fucking heat tap for every drink in that series. I'm like, why?
Because
and it will never leave my head.
Yep.
I want to say the best feature in the whole game, in my opinion, is yes, you have the option to play as a fusion form of a Dragon Ball character, but you get more out of it if you actually play as those characters and perform a fusion, because they actually are stronger that way. And I'm like, I love that. It's
like that, yeah.
It makes it more like you're investing more time into the game.
I guess speaking of investing into a game, there's Super Mario Party Jamboree, and someone can ruin all your investments and stay with all your coins and stars.
Yeah. Invest your friendships. Leave them at the door.
What game destroys most friendships? Is it Uno? Is it Mario Party? Huh?
Mario, but Monopoly and Mario Party are like the two big ones.
Yeah, I'll play Mario with friends. I don't think I could do Monopoly ever again with friends. I played with my sister, and she's my financial advisor. So I learned the hard way. Never play with your financial advisor because she's like,
no, yeah, that's
fleeced.
Yeah, you got ruined.
You got fleeced, my dude.
She just would straight up go like, hey Lexi, you want? I have that one property you want. Do you want it? I'll sell it to you, and it's all part of her big plan to capitalize on. What was it on? Capitalize. Yeah, it was capitalism, and it's worse. It's worse.
It's the first domino that falls. She's like, you say, okay, I'll sell it to you. You've fallen into my trap.
It's back though. Let's see here.
Web fishing came out.
Web fishing was
explosive. Low poly, chill. It's fun.
It was such a fun game.
Low poly, chill fishing. I mean,
everyone's breaking the game, just fishing the void. It's just fun. Look, Look, it's just a great game for just chatting. If you want to do
chatting
something,
and doing yes.
yeah, it's like that's all it is. It's just a chatting game, and I didn't know that there was like mini games. I didn't know that there was like a secret what do you call it, shop. I didn't know that there was like other additional shit in it. And as I was progressing through it, it was just so much fun. Because of that one hack, because of that one fucking hacker, because of that, I am too fucking scared to stream this game again.
Really?
Is there a hacker breaking into things?
Yeah, there was a hacker issue where it happened to a lot. I'm not just saying me. I mean, like in general, a lot of streamers. A lot of streamers. There's a hacker that would go around, and if they are able to gain access to your room, okay, well, rumor says they could delete some of your stuff in your Steam account. I think that was proven false, but they would basically just ruin the room, or like just spawn in a bunch of stuff. So it was problematic for a while, and the developer, because they were like a small studio, the guy's like, I was not prepared for this. I'll get this patched as soon as I can. But unfortunately, because of this one hacker and consistently ruining other streams, other streamers' fun, I think it kind of fell off because
a little bit, yeah.
It just happened so fast.
Oh, exactly. But between that and I think there was also another hacker, or potentially, I only saw this instance once because I was watching a couple other VTubers, but somebody broke into their private one to do a fan art, like a pixel art real quick of one of the VTubers in there, and then jumped out, and it was assumed that it was one of the devs. And it's like, don't do that. Like, ask permission first. Don't,
for real.
Don't just break into somebody's private server, even if it's your game. No.
That's so weird. That's so weird. I mean,
yeah, like Red Claw was just like, what the hell? Like
it was Red Claw.
Yeah, it was Red Claw.
Oh my god!
Oh, really?
That had his server broken into, and the person did a pixel of one of his arts that he did of King Red Claw 2.0.
Oh my god!
And it's like, I was watching that live. I'm like, that's a little fucked.
Yeah,
bro.
a little suspect.
Yeah, poor Red.
Starship Troopers Extermination. I remember when they were like, all right, guys, the Helldivers, hype is dying down now. Come play our game. Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple months later, nope.
Yeah,
we have Helldivers at home. The Helldivers
I saw a couple buddies of mine, two of the other morons. They were really big into the Starship Troopers game after the after Helldivers fucked up and everything, and they're like, "I love this game," and from what I've seen, it got nothing but good reviews and everything. Like it did very well from what I saw. Also, I had a little bit of a panic attack because I just saw Kong Survival Instinct, and my mom thought it was the Rise of Kong, that really badly made game last year.
Yeah.
Don't worry, this one's also pretty badly made.
Yep.
I watched Red Claw actually play this too, and it's a really bad platformer.
Let's see here. Guess now we can talk about Metaphor Refantazio. You gotta say it with zeal, I guess.
Yeah.
You gotta put the flair on.
Yeah.
You had the singing monk game. Oh man. Yeah, that guy could have said. What about wedding as a wedding singer? But yeah, like that is a pretty damn good RPG, JRPG, and
looks so good.
If you're familiar with like Persona and like Shin Megami Tensei, yeah, it borrows a lot.
I mean, it's Atlas, yeah.
Yeah. Like, you would think like, okay, new IP, new ways, but no, it's like they kind of took all like mechanics from the other games, and just made it like story. I do think it's kind of like an interesting way they did the because they basically wanted to borrow the Persona like social system, and like okay,
there's no romance.
there probably is romance for all I know. But like essentially it's like okay,
I've been told there
if you
wasn't.
want to become king, then you just gotta like do all these side quests and win over everybody. But yeah, and there's even a whole bunch of like Persona costume DLCs, and when you wear them all, and the fight music changes to like that theme song.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then of course that
art style.
Yeah, that art style is very iconic.
But yeah, this like a million copies in one day or something like that was just insane.
Oh yeah, and
So
it's
happy.
done very well.
And then the creator like this kind of a smart move. Like I'm just gonna hop off social media just because I don't want to hear any like toxic positivity or negativity. Yeah.
Exactly. That is the smartest move you can do, honestly. And then yeah, the other big October one, Dragon Age, the Veilguard.
I gave it a year.
Yeah. BioWare's back, at least for a little while.
It's like well for me this game was gonna be a win-win. I gotta see how people are upset. Not just the anti-wokers, but also because it does feel like they kind of Disney-fied Dragon Age.
Fair.
Yeah, like yeah, it's Dragon Age, 1 through 3. Like if you like boop somebody on the head, they would like explode in blood all over you. And yeah, you could be an asshole. And like the decisions and stuff. Whereas with this one, there's not a lot of blood, and there's no like evil path. It's just 3 good paths.
And
Interesting.
from what I've seen, if you don't do everybody's side quests and everything, you're automatically locked to the bad ending.
Huh. Because in the other games, there's like usually like a character in like almost every one where like I just will even recruit, you know.
Yeah.
So like oh fuck this character.
Yeah, you're forced to recruit every single one of them.
Yeah.
And I won't touch it, and
Yeah.
I get flack for it, but I really don't care.
Yeah.
Is I do not like Tosh, and it's not the whole non-binary thing.
Yeah.
I really couldn't care less because it's one of those things. In that world, you really wouldn't be thinking about that. Especially in Tosh's profession, being a dragon slayer. It's one of those things. I got to get money. I got to get supplies. I got to eat. I got to take care of myself. I got to find the dragons, track the dragons, and it's just like you wouldn't be thinking about all that. You'd be thinking about how to survive. But the thing about it is, like, you're forced to recruit. Or no, the thing I don't like about her is like they are so it's the way I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it. It's mainly because the character is so insufferable, like it has a real big chip on their shoulder and everything. I'm just like, I can't mess with this. And even some of the other characters, I'm like, oh gods, I don't like these characters. I want my badasses back. I want Ogren or Ogden, the dwarf berserker in the first one.
He does channel you. Okay, my turn. Well, like so, Todd's like not only does you see what's right, but Dragon Age players are like I'm thinking about getting laid. And like with the characters, because a lot of people harped on the trailer, because it kind of looked like it was like a hero shooter. When they just presented them, I was like, well, if you're a hardcore BioWare fan, then like most of the private conversations of our players, like 50% of them at least, is who's your romance. That's like half the conversations I ever had when it comes to Mass Effect or Dragon Age or whatever game they made.
It's definitely the icebreaker in conversations for that. Yeah.
So I figured like this was kind of like the developers like we're just cutting to the chase. Like here's your romance options, here's your platter, But I guess it just came off as a hero shooter to everyone else, and so it got misinterpreted. But because you could have a totally different trailer, but we're just gonna say, okay, who did you fuck on your first playthrough? That's what it was, if you ask me. And like Tosh, I actually at first I was like, oh, Nev or her. Like, oh wait, Tosh is always the anti-Wokies the most, so I'm gonna take with Tosh. And they're actually these seem like a pretty neat character. I really like them. I think I mesh well with them. But library stuff does feel a little weird, but also this is also kind of like a made up fantastical world. It's also like cause you think if you're gonna say like transition, you just have like a magical potion or something. But instead of having male surgery scars.
I do remember one of the things like going like the whole good versus evil bit is like the most evil thing like people have found that you could do is basically like leave the mayor to his fate.
That's what I did.
And I'm just like, that's it.
Yeah. And it's like,
I was
oh,
like,
because he's evil white man.
I was just like, that's it. That's fucking a neutral option to me.
Yeah, like whereas in Dragon Age 2, you can like you sing the buddy you've been fighting side by side with these slavers. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why I always say like y'all gotta stop sleeping on Jade Empire. That's the most evil of all BioWare games. Like
It's true.
you can like fucking like lethally backstab people. You can fucking enslave your friends. You can sacrifice children. Kill the good gods. It basically got to a point where like in the final act, the main villain actually looks at you. He's like, "Oh dear God, we're the good guys. You must be stopped." Yeah.
It's kind of like with Baldur's Gate and everything. It's like you could outright like one of the things in it's in the Underdark.
Yeah.
It's still in Act 1. You can actually sacrifice one of your party members to get a permanent buff.
Yep.
And I'm just like, really?
Yeah.
So I can sacrifice anybody I don't like.
Gabe,
Hey,
come over here.
Hey, Will, come here.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
You cut Karlach's head and parade it around,
Yeah.
But so yeah, like either way, I feel like Dragon Age was gonna be a win-win for me because either we're gonna get a true to form Dragon Age game, or we're just gonna get a very AAA woke experience. So it was a win-win for me. It's my selfish, game. Yes, like this game was
Nothing wrong with
made
that.
for me, and I guess me only. So I'll enjoy it.
Just the Junji Ito panel. This
Yeah.
game was made for me.
Yeah.
No, it's a
Hey,
good game.
you found the modern audience. It's over here. Oh yeah.
Like normally, I'll sit on a lot of tables with you, Tilly, but that's one table I won't sit with you at. But a lot of the other ones, I'll be more than happy to share the table with you.
Oh yeah, but like I said, if it was more like the original trilogy, then like I still would have had a good time. Like I said, it was a win-win
yeah.
for me.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So
And I did see like some of the combat. Like I guess it was like one of the fights against the ogres or what they called an ogre, and I was just like, what is this Disney? Oh,
I kind of like the design, but the thing is
it looked derpy.
well, the ogres as well as the Canary are literally different design every game.
Yeah,
they're
no.
not consistent at all. So it's like
Well,
okay.
this one, the ogre didn't even look terrifying, but I saw it was like it was a clip that Fleekazoid put up where the ogre was walking toward him, but it was stuck on a shin high wall to the ogre, like, and it was just walking and it wasn't doing anything. Like all the NPCs were killing it, and it was just slow walking toward him, but it was stuck on that shin high wall. I'm like, oh.
Me, I don't
Yeah.
care when glitches are in my advantage.
Oh, I do too, but
In my
at the same
favor,
time,
yeah.
it's like, I'm all for like funny glitches like that, but at the same
I
time, it's like
imagine that was like your first experience, like first impression. Yeah.
Yeah.
like, game, can you figure out a way around this wall? I mean, you could raise your leg just a little bit and be over the damn thing. Oh no, we're not. You're not doing that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and also this character creator, it has its ups and downs. Like you can't like the downside is like you can only make boobs up to a B cup. But
Not even that. There's
Hmm.
hardly any ass as well. I'm just like,
but like
I'm like, if I'm gonna make a dude, my ass is gonna be a little bit big because I got a giant ass, and that's if on the few times I want to put myself into a game. Other than that, if I'm making a strength build, I'm going pure something on par with Broly or the Hulk.
yeah.
That is interesting.
But it also has like the most like black hairstyles in any video game I think, which is great. But yeah, and another woke game that pretty much no one really heard about was Unknown 9 Awakening. This one.
I only knew about this because of you. You're the only
Yeah.
one who told. I learned about it from
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, because
It's my first time.
yeah, it was one of the games that Sweet Baby Inc. was a champion. And unfortunately, the game it just it seems very like underdeveloped, like a piece. It's like it looks like a PS3 game, and it's like a little bit buggy. Like it's really lacking animations.
Okay.
So yeah.
Everything's just too stiff.
Pretty much. It just It's surprising
Ugh.
because Bandai Namco. Oh, you think
Really?
you think they'd have a higher seal of quality there, but
I guess not.
and yeah, it's a cool concept
Hmm.
too, the way you just go around stealing people's souls and shit, but between the Sweet Baby controversy and I guess it's some what you call yeah,
Under
inexperienced
development.
developers, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, so this
I
game fell by the
understand.
wayside.
Like I understand new devs coming in and got to work on a game to cut their teeth on. I get that and I support that. You got to you got to crawl before you walk.
I always thought that was a weird expression. Cut your teeth? What? Yeah. Yeah.
I
It's
I
like
forget
who's
where
going
that
around just like like drawing a razor blade across your teeth or something,
I'd have to look and see
Yeah.
where that phrase came from.
Another
But it's
one is bit the dust.
World War One era.
Yeah.
bit the dust.
Yeah, like who's going around like scooping up some dust and eating it? Like are you that starving or
I
something?
think that one basically
Yeah.
comes from the like if you fall face first, you're eating the dirt.
I see. Okay.
But at least have some guys who have some experience, kind of guiding the new generation of devs coming in.
Yeah.
Saying, "Oh, well, doing it this way, yeah, this is what you learned in school, but honestly, it don't work that way."
Ah.
Like the
Mm.
let the veterans teach the new recruits.
Right.
Yeah. So I found out where the phrase comes from. It's interesting how it turns itself around. So the phrase before "cut your teeth,"
Mm-hmm.
to cut a tooth, it's when baby teeth push through the gums.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Cutting teeth is often learning something fairly young in life, which is why I've heard that phrase used a lot for like World War One people, like people who survived World War One in old interviews and stuff of cutting their teeth in war because they were like 15, 17.
Yeah,
they were very young. Yeah.
Very young.
Yeah.
Now here's a game.
Yeah.
I remember Tolkien.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I remember because I'll ask like some of my friends if they got a kid and I was like, they cutting yet? Because yeah, and I always say if your kids are cutting teeth, take a little bit of whiskey, rub it on the gums, boom.
Yeah, it helps the irritation.
It really does.
Yeah, not too much, just enough to be anesthetic.
Just enough to coat the finger, and that's it.
And make them a little more quieter. Just add a little more.
Oh no, yeah, they'll get a lot more docile.
Here's a game I was completely surprised by: Batman: Arkham Shadow. Because like
the VR game.
Make another attempt, even though the last game was like 1 hour long, and he still won $25 for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh gods, I remember these getting released at the same time. Warcraft 1 and 2 remastered. They took the original RTS Warcraft 1 and Warcraft 2 and re-released them. And I'm like, why? I already had them on GOG.
Yeah, exactly. I just
yeah.
I think the only game in yeah. Say for November, I think there's only one game here that I really had been kind of looking forward to, and that's only because I found out through other folks, and that was pretty early in the month, of Death Note Killer Within, for if you're looking for social deduction games that are anime flavored.
I actually, that game did come out. I know it came out this year, but I was to the point where I want to give it a shot. I genuinely want to give it a shot.
Oh,
it's just my only main qualm with it, and I'm sorry. I understand they're trying to stick to the lore of Death Note because Death Note's one of my favorite animes. I can't stand the stupid ass character pieces. I can't stand them.
Because it's like L and Slight playing a board game. Yeah, it's so silly. It's so funny.
I'm glad that they acknowledge that, and they're like, you can get skins for the game. I'm like, okay, cool. I just wish they didn't show me all the gameplay trailers and how to play a game with these ugly ass models. They were ugly to begin with in the anime and the manga, and now I'm like, okay, I don't have to think about that ugly ass Light and Kira fucking figurine. No, I poured my heart out to my psychiatrist and just like, they're not real, right? No, Lexi, of course they're not real. They can't hurt you. This game drops and I'm screaming.
You had the same reaction when I did whenever they were like Blizzard announced the Battle for Azeroth whenever the Horde were going to be in Zandalar. I yelled. I was like, "No, God damn it!"
Don't worry, the Alliance was with you because it's like, welcome to Kultiris. What? No.
Wait, I thought it was a live-action Netflix movie.
It was just as bad as a live-action Netflix movie.
Yeah.
Oh, great! You're just making me remind me of the time I told my psychiatrist the live-action Death Note Netflix movie doesn't exist, right? It can't hurt you. It can't harm you. And now I'm reminded it existed.
And I think the best part was the animated character.
Yeah, there was just one good thing from that movie, and it's the only good thing. Oh,
I got two things.
Fair. I was gonna say Willem Dafoe being casted as Ryuk.
Yes.
That was
That was the best. That was the best. For me, and this is because I'm a big cinephile when it comes to films. Atticus Ross was scoring the film. This is the first.
Oh, okay.
And I was just like, okay, that's actually kind of cool. I vibe with this. The only thing I want to remember from this film is Willem Dafoe, and the soundtrack was pretty decent for what it was. But other than that, nah, there's nothing saving this movie.
As somebody who lives fairly close to the city that they decided to put that in, it made me very sad.
Oh,
Willem Dafoe kind of go ham with that role.
Yeah,
he was meant for that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
God, can you imagine? Because that voice of his, can you imagine just living with Willem Dafoe? Just hear that fucking voice at night, you know?
Yeah. That's called the light. That's called the lighthouse. Did you ever see the lighthouse?
Oh my god, yeah, the light.
But
that is a fantastic movie.
Who drink all the milk?
I would love it. I don't know about you, but I love it.
I was saying that just sounds wonderful.
Have him narrate your voice. Hell yeah! Or you're like, let's fucking
go.
I'll purposely put a Spider-Man mask.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Purposely put a Spider-Man mask somewhere in the house just so we can yell Spider-Man.
Yeah, like fuck like the Trump AI boss. Let's get some Willem Dafoe AI in there.
Please.
I'm almost certain that there's a Willem Dafoe AI voice already made.
Oh, I'm sure there is somewhere.
Anybody like lesbians?
Oh well.
Apparently,
go ahead.
I just got reminded of a joke. Apparently, someone asked me how do I view lesbians. Apparently, in HD is not the correct answer.
Potiono's got a Masterwork edition.
I saw that.
That was like one of my first games I did streaming as a VTuber.
Yeah, like that is basically younger Miss Marigar. Yeah.
Yes. That was literally the first game I did when I started VTubing. When I like took my ancient Twitch account and just rehashed everything and became a VTuber. Yeah, that's where some of my lore comes from. Is like, oh, I like potions. This is fun.
Oh, that's inspiration. But yeah, that's basically Miss Marigar, the game, the origin story. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. God, yeah, I played that like 3 years ago when I started. God, memories. And seeing it get all the extra stuff now, it's like cool. Can even be Polly in the game, even better.
And I played Bikini Zombie Slayers as my first.
hey, nothing wrong with that.
Oh god, what was the first game I played? The first game I played on my personal Twitch account was Bloodborne. It was Bloodborne. Whenever I got that copy, and then I also did some recordings of some of my stuff on Assassin's Creed and Mortal Kombat X. Oh god,
Sonic X Shadow Generations.
Yep.
We get to watch Maria die all over again. It's the golden age. Not just once, but twice with the Sonic 3 movie. No, we get. Okay, I'll be right there. I haven't seen the Sonic 3 movie. In fact, I was supposed to see that today.
I want to see it. It's not showing here though.
Someone send me $20.
I know some theaters had to put up signs of "Please don't cheer" during that scene.
No, no.
I remember when they were doing a before the movie came out, there was like
the orchestra, the Sonic
yeah,
orchestra.
and
Yes.
whenever they're playing "I Am All of Me," they showed the scene where Maria gets shot, and the crowd cheers.
Yeah. We started cheering during Maria's death.
What's the issue with that?
It's character development.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Shadow is
It
missing
gives Keanu
character
Reeves edge.
Because Sonic's got more insufferable female characters than Maria, so I don't get it.
Amy. Oh, I'm sorry, I said Amy.
What's wrong with you, Gotham?
But from what I've seen for the new Sonic game, it's basically just Sonic Generations, but we just threw in a dash of Shadow into it. But we get some really, really good cutscenes and some more lore with Maria, and I'm just like, okay, this is actually what Sonic needed. Who would have thought that just throwing in Shadow into the mix would have made this a very financially successful year for Sega?
I honestly think it's because, and this is just my opinion, but I think Shadow is more popular than Sonic.
Oh, for sure, sure.
And he is my favorite character in that universe, is Shadow.
I
Rouge is a close second, but that's kind of obvious why.
Oh, Hill Shadow.
Shadow.
Keanu Reeves.
Oh, I told Tilly about this earlier, but the singer, I think it's a singer or the lead guitarist, one of the members of Crush 40 is actually going to court with Sega about their usage of Live and Learn.
Really? That's crazy.
Because
so a lot of the musicians for Sonic Adventure 2 have, from my understanding, I can't remember if it's just one of the artists or all artists involved did not sign any forms about royalties. They just kind of got paid for the job, and that was it. Because what was his name? 100 PD or PD 100? He was the rapper. He was the one that did all the Knuckles rap songs in Sonic 2.
Yeah.
He wanted to sue when he saw how popular the game was getting. He's like, "Where's my royalties?" And they're like, "You didn't sign a royalties. You just signed to do the work." And he saw how popular the Sonic community was going with his music that he tried capitalizing on that. He went as far as to collaborate with a YouTube musician who just made a fan song for Sonic 2. And we got our first ever sequel to the Pumpkin Hill song. And they got 100 PD to be part of it. He then tries to sue the YouTuber because, like, okay, well, where's my share? Where's my monetization share? And she's like, homie, that's not what we agreed on either. And I made barely anything. It was just for fun. So I don't know what's going on. I'm sure Crush 40 was probably more,
I think it was because them and Sega, from what I understood and from what I read, they couldn't really. I don't know if there was an agreement on who owned the song "Live and Learn."
Yeah.
But since it's been in so many other games and everything, and I think the agreement was it was only supposed to be in Sonic 2.
Yep.
But with them, basically putting it in a bunch of different games, and some of them not being Sonic games, I think they're going after Sega for breach of contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Get messy.
Yeah, that's one thing I don't like about the music industry. There's so many loopholes and everything that it's very messy.
Oh yeah. Too. Let's see here. But it's not messy. Clock Tower Rewind. And like that. Now that's a hidden gem practically on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to think like a horror game on the Super Nintendo back then. You think PS1 generation is where horror really started.
No, not really.
Yeah. Clock Tower Rewind. It's an old ass game, and even I'm too scared to play it.
And speaking of kind of nightmare fuel, The Thing remastered.
Hold on. About the Clock Tower Rewind, I'm excited because what was it? One of my streaming partners for Pink Bish Squad, Angel, she is obsessed with these sorts of games. Like, she introduced me to there was a forgotten survival horror game from Capcom. I think it was called Eternal Darkness? I can't remember. You basically play as what?
That's not Capcom.
Yeah,
hold on.
Eternal Darkness was made by Capcom.
Silicon.
Hold on, I want to look it up. Well, anyway, it was a survival horror game for the PS2, and it essentially has you playing it as a girl who's just basically running around a castle, and it's just
Haunting
avoid
Ground.
the bad guy. Haunting Ground. Thank you, Haunting Ground.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So she plays games like Haunting Ground, and to see something like a Clock Tower getting a revival, I'm like, oh, she's gonna be all over this. I'm hyped. I'm hyped to see to play this one though.
Yeah, because I just looked up who the dev was for Eternal Darkness, and that was made by Silicon Knights.
Mm-hmm.
So we're getting into our car. We're coming up on December.
Yeah.
But yeah, Life is
No
Strange
worries.
Double Exposure. I'll eventually get around to playing that one. Apparently, I'm told that Life is Strange 2 is also worth playing, so I should probably get that one too. Let's see here. But yeah, Life is Strange. That one's also kind of like also hard to play for a second time because then I know all the twists and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's one of those ones that don't have longevity. It's one of those one and
done. And let's see here. Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered. Okay, this was actually this one kind of surprised me. It was actually pretty decent looking. Because at first I thought it was like unnecessary, like freaking the Last of Us.
Yeah.
And I got a pretty bad impression because like the only character that really looks like shit is Frost, who's the first guy you see in the game.
Oh, the surrogate dad. Yeah.
Because his color palette doesn't really work for me, and his hate kept clipping through everything. But once you get past him, everyone looks pretty good. And I much like the fact that he changed Child Aloy's hair. Because in the original, she looked like a Chucky doll.
And because she said that to me, anytime I see a picture of Child Aloy, my first thought is the actor who played Chucky. I hear his laugh, and I'm like, "Thank you for ruining this character for me, Tilly." Or depend on some version or some points of view, you made it better.
But yeah. But everyone else looks pretty good in the game. So that's probably the version I'm gonna be streaming at some point. And then also there was that Lego Horizon Zero Dawn that did not do so well.
Nope.
Like Concord sold better than Lego Horizon.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. A shame, but yeah, it just came out at a really bad time. I know we talked about that in a previous thing and everything.
And I think I still say it's tied to Lego Burnout.
Yeah, but now I'm starting to collect
a little
Lego
bit of
games.
I'm
like, oh shit, like where the Lord of the Rings ones? You know, and but now I just picked up Marvel Avengers on the Switch. Also I gotta get the copy of Akami HD. I never played Akami, so
I may as well before the sequel comes, yeah.
Yep.
A lot of people have been hyped about the Stalker remake.
I was gonna say, Stalker 2.
I've heard good things.
Yeah, Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl. So my favorite clip of that is Tara Khan playing it because she understands some of the Russian and like Ukrainian dialect in it, and she's like, "Oh, that means grenade! Oh shit, grenade!"
Let's see here. Mario Luigi Brothership. I mean, it's a Mario RPG, so it's gotta be decent.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
It's I haven't played it from what I've seen. It looks like it's exactly what people have been wanting and anticipating. Just we couldn't get Gino in Smash, so we're happy to just get Super Mario RPG.
I was happy when that got announced. Oh yeah, I forgot. Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver 1 and 2 remastered.
Sure, the color palette wasn't that great with the remastered treatment.
Yeah, that and they kind of changed some of the statues as well. But I was also the one I really wanted to come back was Legacy of Kain Defiance.
Yeah, but you gotta get through Soul Reaver first in order to get to that one.
Yeah, I mean the Defiance was like the last one, and then and I was a little mad because it ended on a cliffhanger. It's like there's more to this. I know because they left it so open.
Yeah.
And another thing that was reaching back to our childhoods, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita's Rewind.
Yes. Yes, and that's from the same people who did one of the TMNT games this year too.
Digital Eclipse.
Yeah, they did a really good job on that. I still need to get the Power Rangers one because I love me some Tokusatsu.
Just old school Power Rangers. Just it was so cheesy.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
I kind of miss I miss beat 'em ups like this. So I'm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just agreeing with you. Like sometimes there's nothing better than an old side scroller beat 'em up.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, we go wait 32 freaking days until Sonic Free comes to Paramount.
We'll make it, Tilly.
Hold strong.
Hey, Tilly, think about it this way: they can't fuck up as bad as they did with Weighted Knuckles.
Oh, geez.
Is that a challenge? Is that a challenge?
It's gonna be hard to get to that level. Me and Tilly, like I loved Sonic 2, and then me and Tilly watched Knuckles, and we were like, this should have just been called Weighted Knuckles. Because the title character wasn't in it for half the damn shit.
No.
Let's see here. Getting down to December here. Some game called Infinite Nikki?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
I gotcha game for when the cosmetics are actual cosmetics, but hey,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna shit. I'm not gonna shit on the game. It's very pretty. It's a very pretty looking game. That being said, my wife plays it a lot, so if I attack this game, I'm attacking her. I like this game.
Smart.
Very smart. Yeah, I was like, for another gacha game that came out in December, and this one I've actually been enjoying a lot, is Girls Frontline 2 Exilium. So this is a Girls Frontline 2 Exilium. It is a sequel to obviously the first Girls Frontline game. It is a top-down XCOM style tactics game. For once, I feel like I'm actually doing well in tactics in this game, and it's a very fair gacha as well. Like it has a very clearly printed out pity system. You can earn stuff pretty well over the course of a month to do 20-30 pulls.
Yeah.
From the looks of it, so that's pretty darn good for a gacha. And then on top of that, the free characters are really good, well designed. Even the 4-star ones do really well. I'm tickled.
Yeah, I'm kind of just like a little too fancy, but the gameplay's in my wheelhouse, so maybe.
Funnily enough, actually, the fan service is not that sexual. That is the other note I have is compared to Nikkei. If I compare it to Nikkei, it is fucking Puritan.
I'm about to say
a breeze can't go by without making your butt cheeks jiggle like crazy.
Exactly. Where at least in this, like, let's see, the 4 I go with are Tololo, Cheetah. The cat girl is fan servicey. She's the most fan servicey because like she picks up her large machine gun, and as it fires, the camera's just on the gun and her tits, and that's really the only one. Like everybody else is really oddly conserved.
With Nikkei, it's like, girl, your boobs are so big, like you're a pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're all robots, so.
I do remember, from what I've seen, it handles a lot like Mechanicus does, Tilly.
Oh, good. Like I said, it's in my wheelhouse.
Mechanicus, XCOM, things like that. Yeah.
Then there's this low-budget game called Marvel Rivals.
I still need to play this sometime.
It's like, so much fun.
A weapon to defeat Overwatch.
My only problem, I haven't been able to play it because right around the time it got released, one of my cooling fans broke, and I'm sure my computer can handle Marvel Rivals. I just don't want to take that risk.
I will say it's not real graphic heavy. So, but I understand you not wanting to take the risk. So good,
completely
err on the side of caution, but
especially for streaming. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but I will highly recommend it. It is a lot of fun.
It does look like a lot of fun.
It looks amazing.
I hear that there's a bit of a balancing issue, and that everyone prefers Jeff because Jeff is able to just consume and vor the enemy and then spit them out.
Or
it's so adorable.
Yeah, that's his ultimate ability. He basically swims in a he dives under, and he just swims in a whirlpool around enemies if they're all clustered up, grabs them in his mouth, and then he swims under the map. You can still hit him, but what a lot of people do is they will haul ass to the closest edge and just
spit them out.
Spit them out, or if you want to guarantee the kill, you'll die yourself, but you'll guarantee the kill is if you jump off the ledge and just kill yourself on it, and then everybody you ate gets killed as well. But I hate Iron Fist on that. But the devs have already announced that they're not going to do any balancing. But the only gripe I have about it, other than Iron Fist, is I'm leery of who made it because NetEase made the game.
Yeah.
But I will say, in the game's defense, it is a lot of fun, and I honestly think this game can beat Overwatch.
I think so too.
Overwatch has lowered the bar so damn low; it's not even. It probably wouldn't even take much to beat it.
For real though, I can honestly see that being being true because I think we're at a point where I think everyone can just say that we're kind of tired of Overwatch, and to see something else kind of step up to the plate and not only remind us of something new and something familiar, and it's Marvel related, so we get a chance to show love to some of the other lesser known characters like Squirrel Girl or Jeff, for example.
Exactly, and the writing in it is really good because it's doing some of the multiverse convergence stuff that happens, and all the script writing for all the characters is really good. Like their character interactions are so good. Like Magneto will reference Krakoa when talking with some of the mutant characters that are also in there, and alternate timeline versions of them, and yeah, it's really nice.
And I like the premise where it's Doctor Doom fighting right before another version of Doctor Doom becomes God Doom.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, this is gonna be good.
This is gonna be fun. Yeah. This is gonna be shit.
Next, because we're in season 0 right now with it. After the new year, season 1 is supposed to drop, and we're supposed to get a lot of the Fantastic Four showing up.
Ooh.
And I've heard that we're supposed to get Doctor Doom as well.
Okay, that's interesting. That'll be so cool.
Something totally different, but yeah.
What'd you hear?
I heard Electro and Carnage are being considered.
Yes, they're bringing. I know the Fantastic Four because those were already linked. Carnage is still unconfirmed.
Yeah.
I've heard Electro, and maybe some of the others of the Sinister Six are supposed to show up as well. But I do know one thing that makes the game a fresh breath of fresh air is the hero team up abilities. Depending on who is on the map, like if you're playing as Groot, then you can have Rocket and Jeff the Shark right on your back. They get a defensive buff, and they'll do that. Like another one is like if Hulk is on the team, Iron Man and I think Doctor Strange get gamma power to their abilities.
Oh, interesting.
And the one I'm familiar with is because I main Venom is if Peter Parker and Penny Parker on the map, they have a new active ability where they have like a symbiote kind of Venom symbiote kind of slithering around their body, and if they hit the ability, they kind of jump up in the air a little bit, kind of hover a little bit, and they have like a bunch of Venom spikes shoot out from all around them, and it damages and pushes back enemies.
Oh, that's really neat, actually.
Everybody is tied to a certain power team up, basically.
Okay.
And they can win you matches if you do it right.
Yeah. I didn't know of that dynamic.
I was saying my Overwatch corner, like, okay, but is the game woke? I don't know.
I will say that they did go with the older versions because, like Mara said, it's during the convergence storyline. So you have Old Man Magneto and Old Man Thor, where they have the white beard and everything.
Yeah.
Let's see. I guess the last game to really well, there's 2 games to comment on. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle apparently surprised everybody.
Yeah.
That one came out of nowhere.
Yeah, like this game just looks like a half, like like this cutscene type of game, like But apparently it's good.
Yeah. And then for another one that came out in December, Me Side. If you like psychological horror, a la like Doki Doki Literature Club and stuff like that, this is right up your alley. For spooky shit.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
And I guess we should probably mention the game of the year.
Astrobot.
Yep.
Astrobot, yeah.
Okay, you don't own a PlayStation.
I don't want to hate the game. I don't want to hate it. It's just
embrace it. Embrace the hate.
I'm not gonna. I am not a hateful person, but for the love of Christ, we see this with every generation of new consoles. Okay, this is not Game of the Year material. This is straight up. Hey, congratulations! You can afford the game. You get this game as well, or at least that's how it's supposed to be, right? Because when I remember back in the day of getting my PS3, it came with Metal Gear Solid 4.
Oh, nice.
I remember PS4 coming out. Did we get a game? Did we get a game for free with that? No. Did we get this game?
Remember.
Did we get this game for free if you get a PS5?
No.
What the fuck, Sony? What the fuck? You expect us to spend all this money on a new console and a new game, and the game is just gonna be like, guys, remember Kratos? Remember the good old days? Remember Ape Escape? Remember these games? It's nostalgic fuel. I understand that there's new graphical things in this game, and it's not Sackboy. There, I fucking said it. It's not Sackboy. I miss Little Big Planet. Okay, fuck off. I miss them. I miss my little guy. I didn't ask for E from Wally. I want Sackboy. God damn it.
As is Sony's Mario now.
Yeah, that's what I said last podcast. Like basically, Sackboy crawled so Astrobot could run.
Can fly.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
And yeah, it does look like Sackboy fucked Wally, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Eve, technically, but yeah. I just, like I said, I'm just.
Sackboy and Eve love each other very much.
I just wish
Wally comes in on Eve and Sackboy like, what the?
I
don't want to hate the game. I just don't understand why this is it. Like this is it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm kind of with you. Like as much as in the previous podcast I talked about it. Does this game interest me at all? Absolutely not. I could care less.
Right.
But good for them, I guess.
I keep mispronouncing it and I keep wanting to say Astro Boy because I think it's Astro Boy.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. Yeah.
And apparently, PS5 did come with Astro's Playroom for free, so it's like a demo version of this game.
Oh yeah, because didn't the PS4 have that too, where it's test out the limitations of your new controller by just tilting the controller. You got these little these little Astro characters. I remember there was a guy making YouTube content back in the day when he had his PS4, and he's in a virtual room where it's like he has the PlayStation camera on, and he's actually shooing off the little robots off his couch.
I remember all the lewd streams with those bots about.
What?
Oh yeah. People were basically going into that little PlayStation Playroom and just fucking. Yeah.
Of course.
What the fuck is wrong with people?
Exactly.
Of course. Yeah.
Also, I'm reading below PS5 also bundles God of War Ragnarok. Like, oh, that's right. They stopped giving away a free game with your console. Now you just gotta pay extra $50 for your PS5 to get it bundled with something. Yeah.
I remember when I got my PlayStation 3, mine came bundled with Killzone 3.
I think there was a choice between that. You had Killzone or Metal Gear, and I ended up getting the Metal Gear one.
I got the Killzone one because I wasn't too I didn't really want to play the Metal Gear one, but I was just like, I really wanted to play Killzone, and it looked fun.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, instead of us getting a free game, we gotta pay for a bundle, so it's not
Yep.
free.
Yep.
At all.
Yeah.
But okay, so 2024. Good year for games. A lot came out, at least. And yeah, a lot of big hits, a lot of nostalgia pull, a lot of woke stuff, a lot of anime-esque stuff, a lot of RPGs, lots of remasters.
Too many remasters.
Too many remasters.
So many.
I think the best way is I summed it up. I can't remember if I said it during the podcast or I said it beforehand, but much like 2023, 2024 is essentially a remaster version of last year. Did you miss the good old days, from last year? Well, now here you are, buying the same thing, regurgitated, and full price again. Would you like to bundle that by any way?
Yeah.
I'm actually trying to just count all the re-releases and remasters. Okay. Okay, not counting Reload though, because that's feels like a new game. New code of paint there. Okay, 2, Tomb Raider, and then last see 3. So far, the year started off pretty solid. Apparently 4, 5, 6. In March now. 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
It's fucking wild that we're still counting.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Too many.
16, 17. 18.
I'm gonna let you keep counting. The way I see it though is that when it comes to these sorts of games, like I said, I'm not gonna be a hater. I don't want to be a hater. This game does not deserve my hate. It's just like I said, this just felt more like a tech demo sort of game. Kind of like, you know what? I'm gonna praise Nintendo at least, because unfortunately the game wasn't free. But the early days of the Nintendo Switch, we had games that were innovative and they emphasized more so on the controller aspect, so that way you can get a feel for like you can just tilt the controller and it'll pick up on it. It was meant as a tech demo while also it being a game for families to play with. I forgot the name of it was, but it was basically like Wii Sports but without the Mii's. And
1-2 Switch.
1-2 Switch, yeah, that one. So that's how I saw Astrobot. I feel like these bots only come back every generation when it's time to reveal a new console for a new era. When it's time to introduce a new era for Sony, they come out. So to see that it came out on top makes me wonder. Maybe there's something I'm missing here, but I feel like I was expecting the tech demo game with the 101 skins of famous PlayStation properties to take it home. When 10 years ago we had something called PlayStation All Stars, and I really, really wish they kept it going.
Okay, but
that was good times.
while I'm counting, we're kind of wrapping up here. Who wants to go first? What was your favorite of this year? Asterisk Darling.
Okay, favorite of this year. See, I'm a big time indie gamer girl. Shit, I had to double check on this one. Didn't Buckshot Roulette come out this year? No, that was last year. Okay.
Yeah, multiplayer came out this year for it, but
that's true. That's true. The multiplayer did come out for that. So realistically, I want to say Crow Country was one of my favorite games of this year, but that also might because I was hyper fixated on it for so long. Between Crow Country and Mouthwashing, those are my two. Those are definitely my two for this year. mainly because my content emphasizes more on indie games rather than AAA titles. I like to give credit to small teams. So these games I hyperfixate on the most. Crow Country, I'm glad to say I 100%ed the game and went above and beyond for it. Mouthwashing was just a phenomenal experience, and I loved every minute of it. Did we also get a chance to talk about not Lethal Company? What's the other one? Content Warning. Content Warning was a super fun game too. It was it's like Lethal Company, but more cartoony and more Eldritch Abominations just waiting for you in the shadows. And I love that, and I love the updates they're able to bring into. Because normally I used to say back in the day I prefer single player games, but nowadays I like the multiplayer. If I could scream with my friends in unison, the more fun I'm gonna have. And quite honestly, this was a good year, at least for me, to when it came to these indie games, and I'm really looking forward to more along the way.
All right, Tydonis.
Space Marine 2, easily.
Yeah.
I'm very simple. I mean, it was a lot of fun. There was a lot of the combat was pretty solid. Going against the Tyranids, that especially all the hordes of them, that was a lot of fun. The fighting against Zinch's armies, because no one likes Zinch. That and I like I said, I enjoy doing the PvP. That is where I excel at, and I like that they would made a decent PvP mode.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not shitting on operations either, because operations are fun, and like when all the three of us were playing it the other night, it's a lot more fun when you got buddies who you could just shoot the shit with, and when someone goes down for doing a dumb, you could just sit there and point and laugh at them. Obviously, after you help them up.
This is. Miss Mark, how about you?
I mean, I focus a lot on JRPGs, so it's a game I'm looking forward to eventually playing now that I have it. Of Metaphor Refantasio.
Heck yeah.
Oh yeah, just again, Atlas has my soul. Like I did all three of the Persona 5 story-based games.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Royal, Strikers, and Tactica. So they've already got me by the heart, and I'll hopefully they just get more friendly with LGBTQ plus stuff, because that would be the thing that would just make me that much happier with them.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Oh yeah, like I'm constantly chronicling like LGBT games, games starring people of color, and just like strong independent women. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
And but yeah, I think just getting up to like October, I'm already at 80 remasters and re-releases.
Dear God.
But I did. I'll just catch this real quick. Apparently, I skimmed over 3 games we totally missed. One of them being Conscript, which is a survival horror in the state of World War One.
Oh.
I've been following that
Oh,
game.
jeez.
And then so if you like the retro style, because that one's like very kind of like PS1-ish, but yeah, I feel like the World War One aesthetic. And then how we forgot fucking the Zelda game.
Oh yeah.
How can we forget the Zelda game?
Right.
Maybe it's because it doesn't start Link, I guess. No.
Legend of Link Wayne.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. And unfortunately, I forgot the other game again. So.
Back into the ether it goes.
Yeah. Well, I guess you just did not matter.
No.
Although
There were a lot
it was
of
a great
games.
year. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
I already said my favorite for my stupid reasons. It's my game alone to enjoy. Yeah. Just. Let's go play some Night Hermit card.
Nightmare cart, nightmare cart, nightmare cart. You and I need to play sometime soon. We need to do some gaming.
Oh hell yeah! But yeah, I'll get to you about that after stream here. Let's wrap it up though. Sorry, this has been a long episode, folks. A lot of games came out. What can we say?
Yeah.
We can't even cover them all. You know?
Yeah, we were pretty busy this year.
Yeah, especially when you had like 20 fucking directs. You know?
Don't worry. I just hope next year ain't as painful as it was this year.
Oh man, beware of June. But yeah, so okay, Don. So wish y'all good night. We'll catch you in the next one on the WTF. Yeah, Waifu Tavern Frequency. Night.
Night.
Bye bye.
Take it easy.